On our walls, the Pepsi generation thought we'd seen it all. Brightly lit future with flying cars, and we'd all be superstars. Energy is endlessly entertaining us violently. Commercials play on TV, and nothing was ever free. Self-aware, made mistakes that land us anywhere. With coded phones and same machines, you could do anything if you just believe. Commercials play on TV, and nothing was ever...
All right. Fuck that. We're back. We're back. OBS just totally fucking shit the bed. Just crashed out of nowhere. Random crash out of nowhere. I thought we got shut down for a second, but then no. Just it was like, oh, OBS crash. All right, you can still hear me, right? You can still hear me? Hello. I was not downloading any pictures. A guy with long hair. I think we're just having too much fun, dude. We're having too much fun. That's what happens. Got to be careful. Okay. Back on the train here. Let's get the link back. Okay. I put the link in the other chat. Fuck it. Let's go. All right. Now it is time for... Chew got pissed. I was just too loud, and Chew just said, fuck it. All right, so here we go. Let's get to the Insta, right? It's time for some Instagram fun. So we don't need to see both of them. So let's get to the Instagram. Get this out of here too, because the Instagram really tells the story. Tells the tale of the fun, right? I mean, what else do you want? So let's get this here. Let me get it in the front at least. Here we go. So we have our first meals. So we got some IHOP. Let me get the comments are funny too. So let me get those in here too. You can see the full picture. Oh, they're way too small. Let me zoom in here. Way too small. But he says, a great way to start a vacation, dude. Cool. This is the first meal. We got omelet and pancakes. Cool. Next, just got the laptop with our big ass TV set up. So we're good there. That's pretty hype. So we got the laptop set up. Keep going through these amazing. I'm going to burn through these because these are fucking dumb. Found the HDMI button. We're rocking and rolling here. Next up, we have an amazing view from Pike Place. Here we go. Oh, God. Look, not caught up. Where are you at? You should put locations on your pics, bro. And what happens? We purposely don't. Gotta avoid that stalker element when trying to enjoy ourselves. Gotta avoid that stalker element. Okay, moving forward positively. Big up, CEO of Machinima. Not sure if anything's back working yet, but hopefully we'll get there. Next up, speed run through. We have we're inside a restaurant with no name on the front. What could it be? Okay, great. We have, you know what? I bet Catbot might have dipped out. She might have said, fuck this shit. Might have went on strike. That can happen. But anyways, we'll keep moving forward positively. We tried grilled octopus for the first time. It tasted both like seafood and charred meat. Pretty interesting. Cool. Is this very bad for gout? Isn't this like gout on a plate? I thought shellfish was bad for gout. Or am I misremembering? Okay, let's move on positively. All right, Copes, I feel. I'll check it. 1 second. Let me get everything up and running here. Still trying to move forward positively. Thanks, brother. They were just an aerial performance at the restaurant. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I had a good time. Okay, big ups. Keep moving. Just had the chef's special, an Alaskan halibut entree. I normally never get something like this. It was quite good. Nice. All right. Chef's special. You know Phil loves chef specials, I bet. No. Because remember, this is him being adventurous. So I bet normally he just gets his normal steak or whatever, but when he's on vacation, he's being special, So I'm gonna try to be adventurous, Annie. Okay? Let's do this. I'm gonna do this chef special. He's all proud of himself, So proud of being able to choose, the chef special. I'm branching out. It's fucking halibut. Blackberry upside down pastry. Big ups. Oh God, I've seen this before. I didn't know where it's from though. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, cat's broken. Hold on a second. You gotta be kidding me. He made very fun vacation, honey. You ready to watch the Raw? And we got Phil Feet, January Rose. I don't know if you're still here. What do you think about that? We got Phil Feet, Gin Stir. And yeah, I think he is in undies. He's in his undies right now. How could you not be? Oh, God. This is a mess. Oh, God. We got gout. We got gout foot. This is the total package, though. I'm using that word very, liberally here. We got gout, wrestling, and gin. If we just had a bag somewhere, this is the essence of Philip, right here. Gout, gin, and wrestling. Hell yeah! Oh, what? Come on! This is underwear. We can't do underwear pics with Weedles. Come on, you can't do that. Oh, God. I'm moving on. Our hotel is infested with, oh, God. Let me get mom humor again, like Snood said last night. Mom side humor. You were jerking off before that? Maybe. Holy shit. All right. Now, here we get into this. Now, listen. In Pokemon Go, you can rename whatever you want. You can rename your Pokemon, whatever you want. It's whatever the fuck you want to do. But Phil names them all. He spends the time to name them all. But the names. Scary Flap. Delicious. Because it's a clam, I guess. I like to pinch. Big ups, Copeside Phil. Says he would either watch sweaty men wrestle than screw his girlfriend, who has dropped every hint she wants. Oh, we can't miss Raw. Narco Sleepy. Spooky Ghost. Skyrat. These are names a second grader would give to Pokemon. I'm being generous with I would say this. A stupid second grader. A stupid second grader would give their Pokemon names like this. Oh my God. Oh, Porsche's rump. Oh yeah, we're going to get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to the Pokemon Go. Oh, now, by the way, we're obsessed with Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go mode has been turned on, and it is on. Nothing like catching a Pokemon as soon as you sit down on the shitter. Oh, God, Leanna. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a pretty quick walk from the bed to that, too. Oh, God. Next up, Clothes Eater. Horny Queen. Oh, there's Skyrat. Squishy Fluff. Crap Factory. Oh, dude, Crap Factory? We're going with Crap Factory? Crap Factory. Crap Factory. All right, test. Come on, come back, Cat. Come back to us. All right, Catherine's there, but the pool's not there. Okay, don't worry. We're figuring it out together. Catherine has showed her up, but the pool. Don't do any pools. Don't do anything now because they won't work. Except gambling, apparently. But the stuff is not working, so hold on. Oh, my God. All right, let's go to Spooky Ghost. This has to be the end, right? Okay, construction. Bullshit. Oh, here we go. More Pokemon Go. The Space Needle's a gym, and there are battles constantly happening. Very fun vacation, Leanna. Oh, not the fucking glass. The Lego exhibits. Who cares? Psyduck. Mom jokes. Psyduck is at the Pacific Science Center. I bet he didn't pay admission either. Come on. Get real. Who are these jokes for? Oh, more Pokemon Go. So far today, I've had fun catching a wide variety of Pokemon at Seattle Center, even a very glitch close encounter with a Pidgey. But I wish they'd get rid of damn Retry Silver. Okay, he is obsessed with this mobile game. Now we're just, okay, that's all we're doing. This is what it looks like at the restaurant we're eating at. Getting tons of new Pokemon, including Squirtles and a Growlithe. Dude was at a restaurant with his girl. And what does he do? What does he do? He's catching Pokemon. Get fucked, Leanna. I got Pokemon to catch. And you know he's making her do it, too. And by the way, what's his name? They call me DSP. If you need... a guy with long hair? You know why he would name himself DSP? Because he wants to get noticed. He wants to get noticed as DSP, dude. He can't live without that validation. He needs it. Next up, we have. Oh, did I miss some? Make sure I missed it. Was that the end of the? Okay, no, we're back. We're back. We got this. Oh, this is how you do garlic bread. This is how you do garlic bread. This is how you don't play. Mention. Okay, hype. We once again return to Rocco's in Belltown for amazing drinks and pizza. By far one of the best places in Seattle that we found. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, we got the Bahama Breezes going, too. Nice. We're rocking and rolling here. Awesome. Next up. Meanwhile, back in the hotel room, we're watching Dragon Ball. Cool. Very cool. More Do we need double Dragon Ball picks? Kid Goku totally fights the Terminator in the original Dragon Ball. Too good. Didn't realize it had pop culture references. Here's my current top and middle Pokemon. All of these were caught in the last day while we're in Seattle. All right, so let's look at these names. Let's look at these fucking names. Gooba Stank. Oh, there's a Uba Stank reference. You think he didn't like music? That has been. He loves music. He got Gooba Stank. Slimy Touch. What's that? Slimy Touch. Drape Slicer. Donald Chuck. Who's Star You? Tiger Blood? Fungus Face? I like to pinch. I like to pinch? What's I like to pinch? I like to pinch. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Look at Venomoth. Clothes Eater. Thank you, Francisco. Clothes Eater. Yeah. What letter's missing here? Wussy Feather. Is that a P missing? Or a W? Could be Wussy Feather, I guess. Horny Queen. My favorite is Clothes Eater. I haven't seen Clothes Eater. Oh, what's that? There's a mound of fucking cheese on that shit. Oh, nice eggs Benedict and French toast. What's that on the plate across? 2 big pieces of steak? All right, well, that's a very hype eggs Benedict with the bonus egg. Yeah, I'm calling it for Catbot right now. I think Catbot's taking a vacation. Once I restart the computer, it always fix it, but I'm not doing that now. So, Golden Age collectibles. Put it Catbot playing Skyrim. Now you know. Oh god. Next, we have the Golden Age collectibles. We already saw this. I'm speedrunning these. This is so boring. Entrance to Seattle Aquarium. Oh, taking picture of the mom. Not mom ass. Otter Strike Back. Sure. Oh, Otterly Insane. How can you not pick that up? Otterly Insane. You gotta have that, right? Next up we have cool souvenir to get in an aquarium. LOL. Very cool. Oh, burgers. And remember, it's all my aunt's fault I have gout. Gonna attempt to eat this, but I have to get a bit creative here. Oh, yeah. Is this... Oh, someone says Cheese Factory. You know, Seattle staple Cheese Factory. You know. Old staples. Oh. This is what my neck looks like after walking around Seattle for 2 days. With sunscreen. Think it worked? We have to watch this, right? We had to see this. It's not even that bad. Yeah, it's just a little bit of redness. Look at the folds. Hold on. Look at the folds. That's some robust folds. We got the zit into the fold, the first crevice. Let's call this crevice 1. And then we go forward into a more deeper crevice. Once you get past that crevice, you go into the stubble fields. And then you're in the stubble field zone. That's dangerous. Neck origami. In the trenches, yeah. All right, let's see any new names. Oh, yes, the old King of Bats. Pidgeotto. Get fucked. They didn't get a name. We got Horny. We already seen all these. Sleeping In. Shout out Sleeping In. I don't think we've seen that before. I want to see my favorite. I like to pinch. Chansey. This is just a screenshot of Chansey. Is this on this is not Instagrammable, is it? This just hatched from my 10 kilometer egg. I don't know if it should be delighted or horrified, but it looks like a damaged sponge to me. Oh, he didn't rename it yet. Yeah, you're right. This is Woodland Park Zoo. It's entirely Pokestops. LOL. All right, and then we're back. Then we're back to home. So the total the ratio of touristy pictures to Pokemon Go pictures is at best 50-50. Because holy shit, we got a lot of Pokemon Go. The bed they didn't fuck it. And, dude, this is also dented. You don't have two visuals. You close the laptop, or even if you can't figure out how to keep it on when you close the laptop, you turn it around. Are we having two screens? Is this where we're at? Hey, honey, you can watch the left side or the right side, Huggy. You watch the smaller one, Huggy. I'm on the left. Okay, you want to see what's on the burger? I'm down. We got to speed up, though, a little bit because we got to get into the after stuff. All right, we got macaroni. It looks like macaroni and cheese, onion ring, pickle, some kind of cheese substance. I don't know. But there you go, Hungy. All right. We're done with the Instagram. We had to check the Instagram, though, didn't we? I feel like we had to. All right. We're done with the vlogs. We're done with the Insta. Now we go to after the trip portion of the show. And this is very robust. First, we have to get to the, let me get Instagram out of here. First, we have to get to the Twitter, of course. So Twitter is always a fun place to check out after these. So Twitter, okay, all of our Seattle vacation vlogs are now live and in the playlist, all right? So this feels pretty good. Had a great time, so hope you enjoy them. Peep says, a single 30-minute vlog of the zoo? Probably something people would enjoy. An ad-filled playlist? 300 people are gonna bolt. And yes, they did, because a lot of people fucked on him about that. You posted a 37-second video. Dude, that's how many subs he dropped during the staycation. These are all sub numbers. That's how many subs dropped. And with ads. 37-second video with ads. Big ups, dude. Nice. Very cool. That's a very robust strategy. Next, as a Bowie tribute, I present a photo of his costume from Labyrinth. I see. Oh, yeah, but this is just a separate thing. This is LGR. So Lazy Game Reviews posted this. Got to see it in Seattle. Crotch bulge and all. So this is Lazy Game Reviews. Philip Burnell swipes in and says this. I also have a video vlog of it here. And he gave the fucking link. He dropped the link. When did you see it? I actually live in Seattle now. He dropped the link on a response to LGR. Hey, you might want to check this out. Check this out, dude. You might like this. Let's watch.
Okay, wow, 20 minutes later, we're back inside.
It's not even time-stamped.
After that stupid fire drill.
It's not even time-stamped.
Someone actually set off. Yeah, the Princess Bride outfits.
Oh, we love that Princess Brides. He tries the clout chase on LGR. Not clout chase, the wrong word. Notice me, senpai, LGR is the right word. And he drops the fucking link. So same time frame here. And I think, is this when someone died of cancer? I don't remember who. It might have been David Bowie himself or whatever. So the same about time, right? And so Boogie says a tweet, once again, let me reiterate, fuck cancer, right? You know, because he died. And apparently, now I can't find it, okay? So I'm going to click this. And DSP apparently said something in this thread. And again, it's long been deleted, so we can't even find it. But someone, see, as you can see here, Boogie responds to Philip, but that Philip tweet is now gone. And it says, well, they can be dicks if they want to. That's okay. I'm used to it. So someone must have said something bad to Phil responding to Boogie. Because remember, this time, Boogie's still, I think, generally favorable on the internet. Favorable, you know, no one hates his fucking guts yet. Oh, yeah, that's a, dude. Sorry, dude. If your dog's going through that, man. That fuck cancer is true. But anyway, so Phil definitely fucking definitely said something bad or something that people got gaslighted on. And then the response was, I was genuinely interested in hearing about when you visited Seattle, but you got bombarded with crap because of me. I'm sorry. So there we go. Then someone says, this person that needs severe help. says, two of the best YouTubers, legends, and DSP here. I'm nowhere near the best and never will be, but I thank you for the kind words. And listen, this one. I put this on Discord. I gotta agree with my man. You guys are the best by far. I always also want to throw in Rich from Review Tech USA. Nightmare rotation. Nightmare YouTube rotation. DSP, Boogie, and Rich. Mr. Graham, get help. Get help. Walk. No, run, do not walk. Get help. All right. So now we move to the post shows, okay? Post. So at this point in the day, I think I'm gonna save this for later, okay? So let's wait till we get a few takes from after, okay? So now Phil's back. Let's hear how the vibes go, and then we're gonna go back to that post from his forums because it's kind of a spicy one. So let's go.
Pretty cool. Pretty interesting. 2006 marathon,
Shut up.
which is because of the patrons.
Okay.
I hope that you're excited for the next few weeks. It's not going to be like July was. July, honestly, was not a lot going on. But now that we're in the final week, it's going to be an exciting week with newer stuff. And I think August is going to start off with a bang. Okay, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
All right.
So now before we begin, I'd like to talk just a little bit about my vacation.
Uh-huh.
Figure give you a little bit of a talk about how it went. It went pretty well. Overall, everything went according to plan. Let me put it that way. There was no terrible mishaps.
What could the mishaps entail? What could the mishaps entail?
All the plans that we had made pretty much came together. We stayed at a hotel that was centralized to everything that we wanted to do in Seattle, and we were able to walk to everything. So once we parked
Centralized
on Monday,
hotel.
we never had to get the car again until we left on Thursday. And that was ideal, because driving in Seattle, downtown Seattle, can be a nightmare. Tons of traffic. And we didn't want to get stuck in it. So once we parked, we were walking everywhere. Walked to the Space Needle, walked to the Pacific Science Center, walked to the Chihuly Gardens, walked to Pike Place Market, walked to the Aquarium, walked to a ton of great eating.
Yeah, see, TV not having HDMI, that was the biggest hiccup that could have happened.
And it was a lot of fun. It really was a great time. And then, of course, yesterday, we left downtown Seattle and went to the zoo, which is actually in northern Seattle, and that was a lot of fun. So,
A lot of fun, dude.
If you're not aware, we vlogged the entire time we were out.
Oh, we saw those. We saw those.
60-some vlogs or something like that I took, and I've uploaded all of those to the King of Hate vlogs, and they are live. So if you'd like to see our vacation firsthand, it's not everything we did, by the way. It's a lot of what we did, but it's not everything we did.
60 videos and not everything we did.
For example,
how
I
does
didn't
that
vlog
happen?
any food or anything.
Figure
What I
that one
decided
out,
to do
dude.
From now on is, do more of like an Instagram post. So there was a lot of Instagram posting as well, because not only do we do all that stuff in Seattle, but simultaneously,
Instagram
we were playing
posts.
Pokemon
Go and food.
Go. Because incidentally, Seattle has ridiculous amounts of Pokemon activity regarding Pokestops and gym battles and Pokemon
Seattle has a ridiculous amount of Pokemon activity. Cool. I want to go there.
that we had never seen before appearing. I mean, I went from having like 12 Pokemon to having I think I have like over 60 now.
Gym
and
battles.
some of them are incredibly rare.
Oh, I got the rare Pokemon, dude.
So it was quite a lot of fun. And, it was an interesting balance between real-life tourism and virtual gameplay in a game. And I am actually tonight going to be working
don't forget the WWE and the not fucking Leanna.
on a video about that. What I'm going to do is take the screenshots that I took, during the time that we were on vacation. I'm going to try to amass them. And it's not going to be video. It's just going to be screenshots of, obviously, stuff that I did in the game. But I want to show everyone, look, here's the progress we had. Here's what our hotel looked like. And here's when we went to different tourism areas. Here's what it looks like. And here's our experiences with the game during the week. Because it wasn't all positive. The game, unfortunately, has tons of issues.
But you still spend
Seriously,
a lot of
the
fucking
game
money
has
on it, though.
ridiculous amounts of issues. Crashing
that
constantly,
slow you
locking
down.
up, can't connect to server. You do something and then the game takes it back. Just really a lot of bugs that they need to work out, in my opinion. Although it's hilarious, the game is so profitable. and people have sunk so much money into this game that barely even works.
How about you, sir?
But when it works really well.
How about you, sir? Oh, God,
So I had
sorry.
a lot of fun with that, and I'll be working on a video about that tonight. I don't know if I'll be releasing that tonight, but I will be working on that for you for a video release tonight, okay?
Oh, big up scopes, I feel. Now I see it. I see your super chat, which was senior moment. That was not a senior moment. OBS moment.
All right, so
I need Phil to slide in my DMs to help me out. I got to figure this out.
that was fun. Now, the trip itself was fun, but
Uh-oh.
two things didn't go according to plan. Number one, we couldn't go to the Space Needle. And when I say that, I mean we couldn't go up. We went into the building and did, we actually got some things at the souvenir shop, but we couldn't go up because they told us it was a 2.5 hour to 3 hour wait. And I said, I was here, both in April 1 year in 2014 and February of 2015, and there was no wait. Like, we waited 5 minutes and we went
So
up,
what?
and they were like, well, this is the busy tourism season. There's
Well, imagine saying that. There's a 2-hour wait, but I was here in April and there wasn't a wait. So, what the fuck does that matter, okay? Go fuck yourself. Can you imagine saying that? Excuse me, sir. Let me talk to your management. I was here in April and there was no wait. Well, that was when there wasn't a wait then, apparently.
There was no wait. Like, we waited 5 years in 2014, and I said, they told us it was a 2.5 hour to 3 hour wait. And I said, I was here, both in April 1 year in 2014 and February of 2015, and there was no wait. Like, we waited 5 minutes and we went up, and they were like, well, this is the busy tourism season. There's pretty much about 10 times more people now than there are during those times you were here. And that's why there's an insane wait. So I said, sorry, I'm not waiting that long. That's insane. For something.
I said sorry. Oh, well, Space Needle, shut it down. DSP is not coming up. Shut it down, boys. What? Huh?
Season, there's pretty much about 10 times more people now than there are during those times you were here. And that's why there's an insane wait. So I said, sorry, I'm not waiting that long. That's insane. For something, especially something I've already done before.
Sorry, Disney. I'm not doing Space Mountain. Get fucks, Disney. 2-hour wait? Sorry, Sorry, Walt. I'm not going on Space Mountain. You're lost, bitch. Is that what we're going with? Copes I feel. Big ups, dudes. 95% of the vacation was just eating and Pokemon Go. Oh, absolutely. And vlogging, though. So Leanna got the worst of everything. Eating with Phil while he's playing Pokemon Go on the fucking table, and then vlogging every fucking step, and not fucking, and just him ignoring her. Utterly insane, because for the context, dude, you could buy time tickets if you're high rolling. Hey, all right. Well, Phil didn't do that. Sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving you that.
There was no way.
Sorry.
There was absolutely no way.
That's sorry.
That I was going to
Tells
be
a
able
lot.
to
Sorry.
2.5
Okay.
hours for that. It's not worth it at all, okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Move on then.
So, that was one bummer, all right? The other big bummer
Uh-oh.
is that I am completely burnt. Like, my neck and my arms are severely sunburnt, and I have a really bad case of heat rash. Really bad, probably the worst I've ever had. It itches, and it's all raised bumps, and it sucks. And what sucks even worse is I wore sunscreen. It wasn't like I
raised bumps. JCJ, he wore sunscreen. I know. You get your exes ready. I know, but
went out unprepared and said, "Oh, I'm just gonna run out into the sun like an asshole," knowing that I am a pale-skinned human, and usually I'm indoors for my work, and I rarely even go out for more than say a few minutes at a time into the sun. I wore sunscreen. Apparently, it either didn't work, or was too weak, or it sweated off of me because I am really badly burnt. Now, the good news is,
what's the good news?
my face is not burnt at all. Like it was for about a day or so.
That's the good news.
And then it's fine now. It's a little pink, but it's not even tender. It feels fine, but it's my neck and my arms are really bad.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why this happened. I've been outdoors before and never got burnt really badly like this.
Yes,
the only time I did, I
frogs.
take that back. I did get burnt really badly when we went on vacation in 2012.
Oh,
we went to
cool.
Florida, and we went to the pool at our hotel for about 2 hours, and I forgot to put sunscreen on, and by the time we were back inside, I was insanely burnt. So this is probably the second worst that I've ever been burnt.
Okay.
The second worst. But I don't know, it's not really going to affect anything. It's not going to affect my gameplay. As I was saying to the stream chat earlier, thank God I have a job where I get to be in an office indoors, right? I'm not having to put on, like, dress clothes or whatever. Imagine if I had to put on, like, a tight shirt with a collar and dress clothes that cover my arms, and now that I'm severely burnt, it would be like a torture. It would feel awful.
Yeah, luckily I can just sit on my ass and do nothing.
So, anyway, it is what it is. I'll suffer through it for a few days here until finally the heat rash goes away. Usually it takes about 3 days for the rash to start going away, and then, of course, the burned skin is going to have to heal. So, probably about a week or so, and I'll be back to normal. It's painful, but it's not that bad. And certainly, if this was the only negative, really, that happened during the trip, that's good. Lots of other things had potential to go wrong, and the only other thing that really went wrong is that we got caught in traffic on the way home from Seattle, and had to stop in a really shady area for Leanne to use the bathroom. But we got through that, and besides that, everything's fine.
That's a good question. Supercard. Okay, Supercard happened way earlier than this. Supercard was way earlier. So I don't know. Let's see. When did okay. Oh, so this is how many years ago? 7 years ago? So yeah, we're not yet started the WB champion streak, but we're getting fucking close. So we're in between games right now, I think. Or maybe he's playing like those Go-Con battles and shit. Those kind of middle ones. He spent money on Pokemon Go for sure.
So, it's been good. It was a good week away. I want to say thank you to those of you who were paid.
We're a year away from starting the streak, I believe. Because streak is 6 years old now.
I want to say thank you to those of you, first of all, who listened to me.
Uh-oh.
I was telling people for how long that I was going on this vacation, yet still, when I started uploading vlogs, why is Phil uploading so many videos? It's like, I don't know how much more advanced notice I can give you. I told you on social media,
Patty,
I told you in videos specifically on the fucking channel that I was going away and I was going to be uploading vlogs. I mean, you have to be an idiot to not know that I was going to be uploading tons of vlogs and sit there and complain about it. When I gave you
that does not mean that people still won't like just because they know about something doesn't mean they want something bad. Guys, I told you it was going to be annoying for you, okay? You can't unsubscribe. You're an idiot.
Such advanced notice, And I want to say thank you to those who didn't but enjoyed the vlogs, right? Or if you didn't care about the vlogs, you just unsubscribed for the week, and now you can come back and subscribe, and it's fine, right?
You just called me an idiot.
Traditionally, this always happens. It happens whenever I go on vacation and I upload vlogs.
Thanks, Frog Machine.
So
he's just ended his second Supercard run. But the second Supercard run, we don't have any, I don't think that guy has a big record of the second Supercard run, does he? Although we don't know exactly how much he was spending and stuff, right?
The King of Hate vlogs, or
the second run.
Whenever I upload fighting game footage to DSP Gaming. So those two things that happen that I upload a lot of videos, and people are like, it's too many videos, unsubscribe. And I'm like, well, fine, it's your prerogative. But don't flood the videos with negative comments and thumbs down because, you put up too many videos. First of all, it's my YouTube channel. I can put whatever I want on it. That's number one. Number two, I've always done this since 2008. I'm one of the longest running gaming YouTubers out there. And I've done this for 7+ years.
Oh my God.
So if you're not prepared for it, shame on you, not me. And
if you're not used to my bullshit by now, shame on you.
Thank you to those of you who did enjoy this stuff and didn't complain. I lost hundreds of subscribers on both channels, which I expected. And it means absolutely nothing because overall, subscribers
sounds like you don't care.
Nothing. Subscriber numbers have never meant anything on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't seem to understand that. It's about the overall picture of how many views you're getting on your channel. Are you uploading videos and getting consistent viewership on stuff that you're doing? Not,
now we're telling YouTube what they should be caring about?
100 million people subscribed, and out of that 1% watch my videos. That's what I don't understand about YouTube. They don't understand anything. And the bottom line is...
Hey, finally!
Chances are those who unsubscribed if they thought I was uploading too many videos weren't watching the videos anyway. Right? So it's not a big deal.
Catherine.
Doesn't bother me at all. All right.
Well, just do it mentally.
So, the trip was good.
Ding.
I had a lot of fun. And I want to say thank you for those who were patient. I'm back. Every day now I'm back with more gameplay content for you.
That's done.
Starting right now.
That was the first. Okay, so let's... we're not going to watch all of this 21 fucking minute video. But let's see. So this is KO Gaming. This only yielded 12,000 views, though. So this is when he starts getting extra salty on KO Gaming stuff. Because I'm sure he expected this to fucking blow up. But here we get a little more some of the we get some of the a Seattle adventure, yeah. Seattle adventure. Good call, Hingle. Seattle adventure. The most touristy shit of all time, eating food and walking around. We had a whole hell of a lot of fun, dude. And watching WWE Raw and Yu Yu Hakusho in your fucking hotel room. That's the adventure we went on.
What's going on, everyone?
What's
Phil here
going
from
on?
KO Gaming.
Hold on. We gotta hear it again. What's going on, everyone? DSP here from KO Gaming.
What's going on, everyone? Phil here for KO Gaming.
Oh, Phil here. I gotta get it right. I'll try to say this on That Being Said today correctly. Hang on. Let me get it right. What's going on, everyone? Phil here from KO Gaming. I got to remember to say it. What's going on, everyone? Phil here for KO Gaming.
What's going on, everyone? Phil here for KO Gaming, and I'm back from a 4-day trip to the city of Seattle. Now, I actually live in Seattle, but I'm in the outskirts. I'm in a small suburb that isn't in the main city area. In fact, I live roughly around 45 minutes to an hour from where all the happening stuff is in Seattle. For example, the Space Needle or the Pike Place Market or the waterfront. Those are all things that are neat and kind of well known as touristy stuff in the area, but I don't live nearby that. So, being that I wanted to take a little bit of a mini vacation, I spent 4 days with my girlfriend going around the city of Seattle and doing all the touristy stuff. But in addition, we figured this would be the perfect opportunity to check out Pokemon Go in a big city environment. What you're going to see following is a slideshow of different pictures that I took around the city of Seattle while playing Pokemon Go, showing you my different experiences with the game and kind of outlining my day-to-day progress over the course of the week. Now, please be a little bit forgiving of me here because I don't know how to take video on my iPhone 6s yet, and in addition to that, Pokemon Go eats so much of the battery life of your phone that if I were actually going to take video while trying to play this game, I probably would have had to have several backup batteries with me in order to get it happening. So really, I think the best way to go is just to go with a slideshow, so that's what you're gonna see. Without further ado,
you want to know why I got 12,000 views? Right the fuck there. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to do video on my phone yet. You can Google that. There's ways to Google that, sir. I can't figure it out, dude.
Here's my Pokemon Go experience over the past week. First off, I think it needs to be said that some people are a lot more lucky than others when it comes to playing Pokemon Go. This is the view from my actual house in-game.
How do you survive?
There is nothing. No Pokestops, no gyms, and no wild Pokemon anywhere near me. In fact, I could probably walk about a mile in any direction before
nice docks,
I'll even get close to seeing anything in-game. So apparently, Pokemon Go is not a huge thing in my local neighborhood. So, when I was going to Seattle, I said this will be my opportunity.
You can really hear what he has to say. It's so odd. Ready? Here we go. Look.
In my local neighborhood. So, when I was going to Seattle...
That's the KO Gaming so. Like, it's just a specific so.
Well, I said this will be my opportunity to check out this game for the very first time and hopefully get some real action. Actually, the night before that I knew I was going to be going into the city, I actually put down a piece of incense which summons Pokemon to your house. Basically, you don't have to walk around, the Pokemon come to you.
Now, I believe you had to buy that, right? People know about. I played Pokemon Go like when it was, who the fuck knows when. But I mean, you know, whenever a year after it came out or something. But I think you have to buy that, right?
Over the course of that night, I caught about 4 wild Pokemon and a few different ones where I actually were able.
Oh my god, dude, Cheese Thief. That's a kindergartner's name. Cheese Thief. Leaf Eater. Come on, dude. And you're going to show this to other people. Oh my god. Tea. What is tea leaves? Is that in reference to tea?
Able to transfer them to the professor, so he gave me extra candy for each of those Pokemons so that I could level up the existing ones that I had. And this is a screenshot of what I actually had by the end of that very first night before I actually set out for the city.
Cheese Eater.
And so after a quick breakfast at IHOP, my girlfriend and I set out on the road to Seattle. Now, if you want to see any of
this doesn't look like a quick breakfast. It's going to take you a while to work through that, brother. Oh, hell yeah.
Our actual vlogging of our trip, you can see that over on my other channel, The King of Hate Vlogs, where I uploaded over 60 separate vlogs of all kinds of different stuff that we ran into, including showing off our hotel room and the like. Right here you can see this is our setup. I actually had my laptop set up next to our big screen TV, and we were able to watch DVDs all week on the big TV, which was pretty awesome. We got caught up on a lot of anime and stuff that we've been watching lately, as well as having some pretty awesome views from walking around the city and seeing some cool stuff. Our first night we decided to check out an Italian restaurant called the Pink Door. It's actually a restaurant that doesn't have its name on the front. It's a little bit of a swanky hipster style joint, and I ended up having some
Swanky hipster style joint.
pretty awesome food, including grilled octopus, which I never
Oh fuck, we didn't need to do Instagram. We could have watched this.
had before, as well as this really awesome Alaskan halibut chef special, and this amazing berry turnover dessert. Now, as we were eating all
Look at this editing style, Phil. Look at this. Transitions. Doing great.
of this, a crazy show was going on with some girl who was swinging from the rafters doing acrobatic acts.
Where was she?
A crazy show was going on with some girl who was swinging from the rafters doing acrobatic acts.
She's swinging from the rafters. Sorry, apologies.
I really didn't know what the heck was happening, but while we were there, we opened up our Pokemon Go. Sad to say, it just didn't work. It was having server errors, and we weren't really able to find anything in the game. So this first night out, we really weren't able to do much, at least when we went out for dinner. But when we went back to our hotel room that night...
He put that in a video? It wasn't even unleashed? Okay, people, there have to be comments about that moment, right? There have to be. Oh, good question. Mr. Brightside. Curious why you uploaded this to KO Gaming instead of King of Hate Vlogs. Any reason? This seems more like a vlog. I'll tell you why. Money, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, look at this. We got a I Like to Pinch reference. I Like to Pinch. Great callback to the Fallout 4 playthrough. Oh, no. Do I have to do a field trip on that? I will. I will. Don't test me. Is that a reference to something? I Like to Pinch. Pig Go. Come on. Or pigpiggo.re. Excuse me. Let's see if we find I Like to Pinch.
There's a totally different...
Oh, thank you, Bill Brasky, for saying what needs to be said. Leanna got the shitty... At least Leanna, like, she got vacations, even though they were the worst thing of all time. But she got vacations. Well, excuse me, staycations.
Different story. We actually realized there were 3 Pokestops sitting directly next to our hotel, which at least at one of which we were in radius of at any time, so we could continuously activate a Pokestop. I decided to put a lure on that Pokestop, which attracted wild Pokemon. And then the chaos began. While we were watching Monday Night Raw, and
Leanna is testing the rope, the sturdiness of the rope. She's tying it to the closet door now.
I was having a drink, the Pokemon started coming to us non-stop. Of course,
this made it into...
Started off with low-level ones like Weedle, who invaded our bed while I was sitting there, but it was pretty much...
Oh, God, look at that thigh! How much thigh do we need?
A non-stop onslaught of Pokemon I'd never even seen in the game before because the game hadn't worked for me previously. It was so awesome that I caught so many Pidgeys, I was actually able to morph or evolve my Pidgey into a Pidgeotto just that very first night of playing for about 3 hours in bed, which was...
3 hours in bed? He played for 3 hours in bed?
Pretty damned awesome.
Hang on, honey. We can do the fucking later. Hang on.
Awesome. What you can see here is a listing of all...
We can do the fucking later, honey. Hang on. I gotta get my Pidgey.
The Pokemon that I...
You have any funny names for the Pidgeotto, honey? Skyrat? Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Had after only that first night of playing, which is pretty crazy when you really think about it, just putting down a lure next to 3 Pokestops.
Any funny name for Rattata, honey? Or Cheese Thief? Oh, that'll work, Eddie.
Stops can lure this wide variety of Pokemon to you, and it was
those are pretty good. Galtrez, Fapdos, and Snorlakuno.
Really a lot of fun. I leveled up tons of levels while we were watching wrestling and anime, and it was just an overall really good time. It accentuated our vacation experience for that.
It accentuated our vacation experience.
Anime, and it was just an overall really good time. It accentuated our vacation experience for that first day.
Sure.
Now, something really funny that actually happened later that night when I had to use the restroom, and all of a sudden, I was getting attacked.
Dude, he's bringing up the shitting?
while on the can. In fact, right here you can see 3 pictures of Pokemon that attacked me in our bathroom, and I actually caught them while taking a dump. Pretty funny, pretty interesting that can happen. And then in addition to that, I was able to evolve 3 other Pokemon that same day,
didn't laugh.
simply because there were so many that I had in my inventory at that point. As you can see here, I even went to the Pidgeot level of Pidgey, so the 3rd and final level. And then here's another kind of running inventory of the Pokemon that I had in my inventory by the end of that very first night. Pretty crazy and pretty.
3 hours in bed, taking a shit. He's playing Pokemon
Next day we woke
Go?
up refreshed now that we had already been settled into our hotel for the night, and we had a night full of Pokemon catching under our wing. We were actually heading off to the Space
Leanna.
Needle.
Now if you ever wonder why Leanna left, now we're finding it out. We had a full night of Pokemon catching.
And the Chihuly Glass Gardens and the Pacific Science Center, that general area that's known as Seattle Center, right at the center of the downtown city. It was a little stop center is rife with
You know you can re-record these, right?
Pokemon content. There were little stops everywhere. There was gym battles going on. In fact, the actual Space Needle itself was a Pokemon gym where there was insane amounts of Pokemon battles going on. It was pretty out of control, and quite honestly, it actually got a little out of hand where we were trying to catch Pokemon left and right, and they were showing up in the walkways where people were trying to walk between these things, and it could be kind of daunting, especially when you're fighting certain
It can be daunting.
Pokemon like the Zubat that likes to dodge pretty often. You know, if you're trying to do this out in the open and people are staring at you like, what are you doing with your phone? Are you stupid? But it was actually quite fun.
This got out of hand. This is crazy. This is the wild part. So we're getting wild right
And it's
here.
a hotbed. If you do go to Seattle, I recommend you check out Seattle Center, especially if you're into Pokemon Go. You're going to end up catching a ton of stuff. So anyway, we ended up going from the Space Needle over to the Pacific Science Center, and we checked out this really cool Lego exhibit. I strongly recommend if you go there within the next month or so, it's still going to be up. It's some really awesome artistic style stuff done with Legos, and I really think you'll like that exhibit. They didn't even let us film in there, but I was able to take a few pics that I integrated into the video here. But while we were there, we
Praise me. I integrated them into the video.
also went into the museum-style wing of the Pacific Science Center, and then the Pokemon attacked.
Museum style, artistic style.
Wild waves of Psyducks and wild waves of Psyducks and
Why does he say it like that?
and then the Pokemon attacked and wild waves of Psyducks and Staryus and Oddishes and all kinds of
What? Why does he say it so weird? And Staryu.
Pokemon and Staryus and Oddishes and all kinds of Pokemon kind of just jumped in front of us. And even one glitched out. There was a Spearow, excuse me, that jumped in front of me, and it actually glitched out my game where you got extremely close to the camera, and the game just kind of conked out, and I had to restart it. But there were tons of Pokemon overall that we actually caught while we were out that day, and it was pretty crazy. Later that evening,
Oh, it was definitely crazy. This is so weird. This era of Philip, like trying to do like, you know, voiceover content, but like it's still just DSPs like coming out loud and clear. And it's so like off by like 10% of a normal person doing this video, you know? Like everything he does. But it's just like 10% off. And he's trying to be normal. And that's when he becomes the most not normal.
we decided to go out for dinner again, and as we were walking, my first egg
Uncanny
ever
Valley, that's
hatched,
it.
and inside was a Pikachu, which was pretty
Was a
cool
Pikachu.
because I hadn't actually run into one up to that point.
Oh my
So
God.
then we sat down at Rocco's. If you're not aware, Rocco's is a really awesome pizzeria that makes New York
I went half.
Like, imagine the order. Okay, this is what we want. Okay, sir? You speak English, right? Okay. Were you born in Italy? Okay, good. Thank you. We have
1/2 pepperoni and sausage, and 1/2 just sausage.
style pizza. And let me tell you, being from the East Coast and only moving to the West Coast 2 years ago, I crave East Coast style pizza because no one out here makes it. This is the only place we've actually found that makes a New York style pie. It's absolutely
Pie.
amazing.
I
It's
love
very
the pie.
expensive, but it's worth every single
He makes the pie.
$1. So as we sat down, we had some pretty awesome drinks, some really, really delicious food. We opened up our Pokemon Go games to realize there were 3 other Pokestops right next to the restaurant. So
They eat dinner. Leanna's thinking, maybe we could get some action here. Oh, we walked out the door.
Whoa, we got 3 Pokestops, honey. Oh, great, Philip.
Hold on, we need a mini field trip from this. Come on.
You guys like pizza?
Mini field trip.
I know I do.
One
I
course.
love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me?
Mamma mia!
Make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie. Felipe. Pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella. And delicious. Make it a toss in the air. Pizza pie. Make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie. Felipe. Pizza pie. Pizza pie. Delicious. Pizza pie. Pizza pie. Pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese. Salvano greasy shit.
Okay.
awesome drinks, some really
Oh, yeah, I would crush that pizza, dude. Crush it. But I wouldn't describe it as East Coast style, authentic style. I would just say, oh, it's pizza.
3 other Pokestops right next to the restaurant. So we put down a lure or 2. We were constantly hitting these Pokestops. We were
put down
catching
lures?
tons and tons of Pokemon and adding them to our inventory. So again, we were able to get tons of Pokemon just via sitting and kind of doing stuff you would normally do on a vacation. It was kind of dual use of our time while we were waiting for
Dual use of our
our
time.
food. We were playing this really fun game, and things worked out really well.
You know, instead of talking, we were playing our game.
Later on that night, again in the hotel
You know he does that with Cat too. You know it. Now we get the video.
room, we were watching some Dragon Ball, and as we were doing that, we put down some more lures on the local Pokestops, and again, the Pokemon kept coming and coming and coming. What you're gonna see here
I'm sorry. I'm very immature today, but I can't stop
the
it.
local Pokestops, and again,
So on May 1st, what were you doing before that show? What were you doing?
the Pokemon kept
You know, May 1st, before the stream, how would you describe your, exertion or maybe your excretions? What was it like?
coming and coming and coming.
Oh, okay. Well, that's normally how it goes. What's one thing you would say that Leanna has never been able to say she's done?
Pokemon kept
I need to get it ready for a bit first. What's one thing you would say Leanna wanted to do or wanted to say she could do, but then she couldn't say that after the vacation? What would you say if you could pick one word about that?
coming and coming and coming.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Sometimes you were doing a lot of other stuff. After you got your first six-star Hogan, what was the feeling like? I mean, did it feel like anything? What did it feel like you were doing?
Pokemon kept coming and coming and coming.
All right, last one. The bankruptcy went through, after the bankruptcy, because, it's a pretty fucking big process, dude. You can get debt reversed and stuff, and I'm sure it was a long process, and you were probably worried about it. When they said the bankruptcy was successful, what did it feel like to you? What did it feel like you were doing, is what I want to... What did it feel like you were doing?
Coming and coming.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
What you're going to see here is the day 2 kind of recap of what Pokemon I had in my inventory.
Are any new ones here? Fussy Feather. Fussy Feather. There's a lot of talk about what that letter on the first start of Fussy Feather was. It's a F, Fussy Feather. If you thought something else, then get that ass banned. All right? Sir Flappy, Scary Flap, Son of Flap, and Crab Factory. Crap Factory. Okay. Oh, Crap Factory grew up.
As you can see, every single day, my Pokemon inventory drastically changed because of the wide amount of Pokemon that were available in all of these different areas. Pretty sweet, and
Oh, okay. I get it now. Now I get Drape Slicer, like cats that are that are that are like putting their claws on the drapes. Oh, now we know why Jasper got declawed. He's watching out for those drapes. Okay, that's deep lore.
And by the end of that day, I had a pretty formidable repertoire of Pokemon under my wing. Day 3 started with a bang. We went out
Gout bang.
once again to get some yummy food for breakfast.
Don't say yummy.
Found a cool local eatery. I believe it was called like CJ's or something like that. And it was pretty good. I got Eggs Benedict. As we were sitting there, we played a little bit of Pokemon Go, although admittedly
Come on, man.
there wasn't too much going on in that area.
Now, Leanna tried to start talking to me, but I was like, no, we gotta get a Pokemon.
And then we walked down to the waterfront. Now, there's a lot of stuff down at the waterfront of Seattle, including Pike Place Market. One of the places that I absolutely love at Pike Place Market is called Golden Age Collectibles. They sell comic
Golden Age, I believe.
market. One of the places that I absolutely love at Pike Place Market is called Golden Age Collectibles.
Golden Age. So this is Golden Age. Golden Age.
They sell comic book. One of the places that I absolutely love at Pike Place Market is called Golden Age Collectibles. They sell
Yeah, Golden. That's it. Golden Age.
comic books. They sell manga.
How old are you? Phil, how old are you? Golden Age.
They have all kinds of pop culture stuff in there. Posters. They actually have movie scripts.
Golden time again. That's a Kiss reference.
That you can buy and read and collect, and it's a really awesome place. I strongly recommend you check it out at Pike Place Market if you do ever go there. So we walked around there. We also walked down to the waterfront and checked out the aquarium. It was pretty awesome. The one bummer though, Pokemon Go didn't work all day while we were at the market and we were at the aquarium. It just didn't work whatsoever. So unfortunately, even though we spent a whole day out where we may have found some unique stuff, we got nothing out of it because the servers wouldn't connect and we got nothing but errors every time we tried to open the game. Later that night, we decided to actually stay nearby our hotel to get some food. We went to a next-door burger bar called Relish, and I got one
He's out of breath with burger bar called Relish.
nearby our hotel to get some food. We went to a next-door burger bar called
Oh, fuck you. How can you not find it? You got this before that? Where's Burger? What's the name of that burger? It has to be Burger, right? Huh? I thought, oh, Burger. Oh, maybe that's on Meerkat Mob. Sometimes you get cucked like that because it didn't make it over to Snortwave yet. There we go.
They completely soaked the sandwich in sauce.
Yo!
Meerkat Mob.
Yo!
Juicy, tangy, moist,
Gourmet level.
burger.
That's robust.
Safe to swallow.
Juicy, tangy, moist.
Cheeseburger. Getting all over my face. Gourmet level.
Burger. Tangy zip.
Swirl.
Moist.
Burger.
Oh, that one's
Really?
low key hot though. You know, come on, listen to that. You can see the love in the voice on that one.
Zip.
You know who said that one, right?
Swirl. Moist.
Burger.
Yeah, oh yeah. Tell him. Hit him with it.
And robust. Yo! I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joints. So I'm going to eat this burger live with you today and share what I think about it. I'm sure people are going to be asking me questions about it. Yo! Juicy. Tangy. Moist. Gourmet level. Timed release of flavors. Burger. That's robust.
All right. You had enough fun. You're right. I should stop. Hi, Jack.
And I got one of the most insane burgers I think I've ever gotten in my entire life, the mac and cheese burger, which was delicious but impossible to eat. I basically fell apart and I had to eat it with a fork and knife because it was so ginormous. But as we were eating at Relish, once again, boom, Pokestops left and right.
That's
and it
a
was
fucking stack of fries, though. I'll tell you that.
pretty awesome because yet again, we were able to catch tons of Pokemon.
Dude, we're not even halfway through this. I can't make it.
while
We're not
waiting
gonna
for
make
our
it.
food, something that normally you just kind of sit
We gotta-
around and maybe. We finally got back to the hotel. I realized that my sunblock really hadn't been working very effectively for the week.
Peace out.
As you can see, my neck and face were pink like a lobster, and I was starting to itch uncontrollably. That kind of sucks. So after yet
The crevices.
another
Look at,
night
look at the neck dents. Very robust.
of sitting there in the hotel room, this was our third and final night in Seattle. We actually were able to catch tons and tons more Pokemon, which were really cool. And This was awesome. I actually opened up one of my 10-kilometer eggs. It hatched right
That's a new one. Cheese gulper. Cheese gulper. Come on, man.
there in the hotel room. Don't ask me how because we weren't moving. Apparently.
Oh, what? Bat Phantom? That's not even a joke. I mean, I think most of these are trying to be jokes. A Horny Queen is classic. That's for Leanna. But we just Bat Phantom. That's not even a joke. Not even anything clever there.
Apparently the game thought that I was walking even though I wasn't, and I actually hatched.
Cue applause. What, I just saw that. Cue applause.
We weren't moving. Apparently the game thought that I was walking even though I wasn't, and I actually hatched, that's right, a Chansey. From what I'm to understand, this is an incredibly rare Pokemon. It's not very strong, but it's a damage sponge. I mean, just look at its HP right here. Pretty high in comparison to
CO Clap. Okay, very funny, very funny.
other Pokemon. And so I guess what you're supposed to do is use it if you have like a really tough opponent. You can toss the Chansey out there to absorb lots and lots of hits while your other Pokemon are recovering. I'm not exactly sure how it works yet, but my Chansey is basically pretty cool, and it's cool to get a unique Pokemon like that from a 10-kilometer egg. It's all
Look, has no clue why it's good, has no interest in it, but just knows it's pretty cool he got the rare one, right? Doesn't give a shit about it. Don't know how it works, don't know what I'm supposed to use it for, but I got the rare one. It's pretty cool. That's all he cares about, you know? I got this rare thing. The gotcha brain. Yes, Newman.
also important to note that that night I did my very first gym battle against a gym that was right next door to our hotel.
Maybe could we get laid the last day of the trip? Nope, I got a gym battle, honey.
Actually was successful in my very first fight, although as soon as I won the gym battle, the whole thing got taken over again almost instantaneously, and I really never went.
Utterly insane. That's where you're wrong, dude. Pokemon Go was free WB champions with exercise. You think that, but Phil still managed to spend money on it. I believe he admits it. I believe
Back
so.
to try it again. I also did a lot of evolutions, including my Ghastly turning into a Haunter, as you can see here, and also I believe it was my Nidorino or my Nidoran turned into a Nidorino, one of the middle evolutions of that kind of Pokemon, which was pretty cool. So once again, tons of Pokemon added to my inventory, lots of evolutions, and a lot of fun at our third and final day at the hotel. But that wasn't the end of our trip, because even though we were checking out, our final day, we decided to head to the Woodland Park Zoo on the way back home, even though it's the opposite direction. We wanted to do something fun before we returned home for the normal life resuming. And when we showed up, wow, let me show you, boom, the entire zoo was...
Dude, this is such a delayed boom. Okay. Okay. So look, he's going to show this thing. Okay? Listen, wait till how long the boom comes. Because he's trying to do like, boom. Like, I think it's what, like, watch this. He wants to be right now. Boom.
But that wasn't the end of our trip, because
That's
even though
what he
we were
wanted.
checking out, our final day, we decided to head to the Woodland Park Zoo on the way back home, even though it's the opposite direction. We wanted to do something fun before we returned home for the normal life resuming. And when we showed up, wow, let me show you, boom, the entire...
You can't say, let me show ya, boom, when the thing's been up for 20 seconds. Let me show ya, boom.
zoo
That was an editing error.
was Pokestops.
And
it was
boom
pretty
goes the
damn
dynamite,
awesome because
yeah.
we got a ridiculous amount of new Pokemon while walking around the zoo.
It was
now, again,
nuts.
if you want to check out the actual zoo, I did tons of vlogs of it over on my vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs. But for the purposes of this video, there were a ridiculous ton of different Pokemon, Pokestops, and stuff to be had inside of the zoo. Although I will say, I didn't really see many people playing Pokemon Go while we were in there. I don't know if maybe they just don't want to hide it, and at this point they're trying to be like super duper on the down low about it. But there weren't a lot of people really using their phones like that in there, so I don't know how many people were actually playing the game. But we caught a ton of Pokemon, and then finally when we returned home, I sat down and we went out to dinner one more time, actually. This place actually was right next to, yet again, more Pokestops, and we caught a ton of Pokemon. And here is my final tally of Pokemon for the week. I'm going to kind of slowly scroll through it here so you can actually see. My highest level ended up being a Vaporeon, which had over 1,000.
Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, new names. Wake up, Chew. New names just dropped. Cutie Fur, God Rat Bird, Emo Plant. Okay, shout outs Emo Plant. Machoke. Okay. Oh, Machoke, is that what he's called, or is it Machoke? I can't remember if that's the real name. I know we got Machamp, Machop, but do we have Machoke? Machode. Yes, Strider, Machode.
In combat power, while some of these other Pokemon that I had were high up there, ended up being kind of evolutions of things that were just in.
Horny guy goes to horny
For example,
queen.
that Pidgey.
That's not Phil. We know that.
Yeah, there were so many Pidgeys just all over Seattle that I just kept constantly collecting them and evolving them and collecting them and evolving them until they got high enough level that it ended up being my best card. Same thing there with the Hypnos. There were just so many.
Oh, notice that slip of the tongue? Notice that slip of the tongue? He says card. He says card. He says card. Oh my God. If we ever needed any more proof, he says my best card. I'm sure this has been found before, hasn't it? Oh my God, I need to timestamp this. This is incredible. This is going straight to Gotaku. This is going straight to Kotaku right away. All right, hold on. Let me timestamp this. Okay, here we go. Let's hear it one more time. Let's hear this one more time together.
Until they got high enough level that it ended up being my best card.
There it was. Straight to Kotaku. It ended up being my best card. Excuse me, sir. This is Pokemon Go.
Evolving them and collecting them and evolving them until they got high enough level that it ended up being my best card. Same thing.
Wow. Oh, I'm playing that on That Being Said today. I don't care.
There with the Hypnos, there were just so many Drowsies around that I just kept putting them into each other, and they became really powerful. As you can see here as well, a wide variety. It's not just like it was one kind of Pokemon that I kept running into. There was a lot of plant style, there were bug style, there were psychic style, there were flying style, there were water style, even ghost style.
Stop.
I mean,
I'm gonna buzz.
Good variety. The only thing I would
You
say
gotta
is
stop.
not
I'm
a lot
gonna
of
buzz.
even ghost. There were psychic style, there were flying style, there were water style, even ghost style. I mean, a pretty good variety. The only thing I would say is not a lot of elementals, as you can see as I'm going through the listing. There's not too much
elementals. Not a lot of elementals. There are no elementals. Yeah, hey, you ever get the elemental style?
For example, no real flame Pokemon besides my Ponyta.
Ponyta? Oh my God, this is the best episode ever. I'm just calling it right now. This is the best episode we've ever done. This is the best episode ever. Ponyta? Okay, hold on. Let's go through this again. We got Ponyta. There's no elementals, and we got Ponytas.
The only thing I would say is not a lot of elementals.
Oh, wait. You see that? Racist trope.
Elementals, as you can see as I'm going through the listing.
We got the wall for Chansey.
There's not too much, for example.
We got Dits because what? It looks like she has makeup on. Is that where we're going with the Dits? Okay. Poo Thrower. Shout outs, Poo Thrower. Static Rat.
No real flame Pokemon besides my Ponyta.
Yeah. Oh, here, sorry. I'm talking over Ponyta.
Through the listing, there's not too much, for example, no real flame Pokemon besides my Ponyta.
I thought that's Ponyta. I mean, maybe it's Ponyta somewhere around the world.
There weren't really any ice Pokemon. Besides Pikachu, I didn't get any kind of like lightning Pokemon. It really did seem to be like more wild style animalistic Pokemon rather than some of those. Although again,
Dude, you gotta be kidding me with this. It was more wild style? Oh my God. We could have just done the whole episode on this video. That would be enough. So hold on. Okay, let's go back real quick. Let's hear the start of the elemental thing. Okay? I really apologize for this. I'm not going to make it today.
But a lot. Like, for example, that Pidgeot there were so many Pidgeys just...
Let's take this as a serious... Yeah, wild style, animalistic style. Let's just take this as a serious video, all right? Back to being serious. Let's listen to the take on what kind of Pokemons were there.
all over Seattle that I just kept constantly collecting them and evolving them and collecting them and evolving them until they got high enough level that it ended up being my best card. Same thing there with the Hypnos. There were just so many Drowsies around that I just kept putting them into each other, and they became really powerful. As you can see here as well, a wide variety. It's not just
Horsey got the Mr. Ed. So that's... I know you say I do boomer style jokes, but that's a boomer style joke.
It was one kind.
Mr. Ed is a TV show that involved a talking horse. That's all I'm gonna say.
Of Pokemon that I kept running into. There was a lot of plant style.
All right, here's the styles, by the way. There's racist trope. Do with that what you will. Look at vaping douche, top right. Vaping douche.
There were bug style, there were psychic style, there were flying style, there were water style, even ghost style. I mean, a pretty good variety. The only thing I would say is not a lot of elementals, as you can see as I'm going through the listing. There's not too much, for example, no real flame Pokemon besides my Ponyta. There weren't really any ice Pokemon. Besides Pikachu, I didn't get any kind of like lightning Pokemon. It really did seem to be like more wild style animalistic Pokemon rather than some of those. Although again, I did end up getting so many Ghastlies that I ended up getting a Haunter. So they're really
wild style animalistic Pokemon. Wild style animalistic Pokemon. That is an all-timer.
Was a pretty crazy variety. Oh yeah, and by the end I actually had gotten another Chansey because my second 10-kilometer egg hatched, so now I actually have 2 different Chanseys and I have like 29 candies for them, so I can evolve one of them to be like insanely high HP and just be a crazy damage sponge if and when I ever run into another Poke Center. So here's some overall tips that I think I learned during my time in Seattle playing Pokemon Go.
I want more elemental style Pokemon.
One, play it safe. And what I mean by that is, if you're
shut the fuck up.
in a major city, chances are you're going to find enough Pokestops and enough gyms to have a lot of Pokemon around at all times. Using lures, you definitely shouldn't need to actually go out of your way to find any wild Pokemon. I've heard all these horror stories of people falling off of cliffs, getting hit by...
Don't go out of your way to play. Play it during your normal routine. So it's special when you go out of your way on vacation. Okay, hold on a second. Oh man, this is okay. Don't go out of your way to play. All right, play it during your normal routine. Okay, so play the game during your normal routine. Until that point, I think we're there. But here's the next point. So it's special when you go out of your way on vacation, holiday, for travel, etc. Can anyone translate that? Don't play it in your normal routine. So then, when you do play it outside of your normal routine, it's special, etc. Yeah, we need Jade. And why is every letter uppercase? It makes it entirely hard to read.
Find any wild Pokemon.
I figured it out, Person.
I read
Fire sale.
all these horror stories of people.
Don't go on a wild goose chase. Use lures and incense to bring those Pokemon to you.
Falling off of cliffs, getting hit by cars. And quite honestly, I don't understand how that's possible, because if you just use a lure or an incense or whatever, the Pokemon come to you. Now, I know that a lot of people may not want to put any money into the game or play it enough that you can earn these items for free, but I found that using these items greatly accentuated my gameplay experience.
Ka-ching! 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 Hear that cash register?
Free. People just use a lure or an incense or whatever, the Pokemon come to you. Now, I know that a lot of people may not want to put any money into the game or play it enough that you can earn these items for free, but I found that using these items greatly accentuated my gameplay experience. Never did we really walk out of our way to follow the footprints of a Pokemon and try to catch one that we didn't have. They pretty much all came to us during the course of the normal stuff we were doing during our tourism trip.
Oh, Eileen, I think that statement 100% proves he spent money. He said, he said like this, I know some people don't want to spend money, but That's how he framed it. So he definitely spent.
So my recommendation is don't go out of your way to play Pokemon Go. Make Pokemon Go become integrated into your already existing routine. If you go to restaurants, if you go to work, if you go to these things, those are the times that maybe you should be playing Pokemon Go, and don't go out of your way to try to get stuff that normally you couldn't get. When you go on vacation or when you're doing a special event, those are the times that you can do this while you're doing that stuff, and you could probably catch some really fun stuff that normally you wouldn't. I don't understand these stories of people going completely crazy trying to catch Pokemon. I mean, the game just released. You realize that it's going to be a long time for you to catch all these Pokemon, right? So don't go crazy and be safe. Number 2, and probably the biggest tip I can give you about the game, turn off that altered reality switch. There's a switch on the...
I think he just said altered reality. I'm going to go back, though.
The game, turn off that altered reality switch. There's a switch on the battle screen that you can use to push, and if you push it, it'll go from that kind of altered reality state to using the camera of your phone, and instead just go to a virtual field where you can catch the Pokemon.
Turn off the altered reality. Turn off the altered rise from your grave.
First of all, it won't wiggle around, so therefore the Pokemon won't be harder to catch. Number 2,
He is taking out all the fun stuff. Don't walk around. The Pokemon, make the Pokemon not move.
it dramatically saves battery life. I'm telling you, like, it doubled the amount of battery life we were getting on our phones when we turned off the stupid altered reality. Yeah, it's cool the first few times you see it, especially if you want to get a cool shot of you at some landmark catching a Pokemon, but after the gimmick wears off and you realize that actually for practicality of playing the game, it's easier to catch Pokemon without it, and you're gonna get double the gameplay out of your mobile device, it just makes sense to leave it off, and it just really is a gimmick at the end of the day.
That's what I recommend, Windows 96. That's what I've learned so far.
And now for some gripes that I currently have with Pokemon Go. I think a lot of you are gonna know about some of these already, especially if you've been playing the game.
Hang on.
Number 1, the game is unstable and full of game crashes and bugs. I could probably, if I had counted, probably would have covered about 75 to 100 times during the course of the week that I was trying to play Pokemon Go, and
100 times.
either the game completely froze when I was trying to catch a Pokemon, or the game just would not load, or there was a server
100 times.
error, or the game completely crashed. It's hugely buggy. So you have to understand that this game is not polished. It's incredibly popular right now, but I think people are just kind of saying, well, we're going to forgive all these game bugs and issues because it's a free game. I think that they need to do a much better job to patch up this game and make it a lot more stable, because when you can't play about 1/3 of the time that you want to play, that's a huge issue. Number 2, the game sucks the living shit out of your battery. It doesn't matter what model iPhone you have, if you're playing it on...
Oh, big ups to the, like, really. The game kills your battery like crazy. Like, really. Say goodbye to your phone. Okay?
iPad, it eats the living crap out of your mobile device's battery. In fact, it was so bad that, well, the 2 hours that we were actually at the zoo, my battery went from 100% to 30%.
Look at this, Phil. Look at this Phil transition. There you go, Philip. Putting in the work. You got this stock image of a low battery, dude.
While playing Pokemon Go. So just having the phone open for 2 hours with the game running ate 70% of my battery life. That's insane. It's almost necessary and mandatory for you to have a backup battery charger with you in order to play Pokemon Go. It just doesn't seem viable to be able to play this game for any extended period of time unless you have an alternate means to charge your mobile device back up. That's a huge problem. And by the way, if I had the altered reality on, that also would have been
He said it again. That means he thinks that's what it is. That's the second altered reality.
And then, by the way, if I had the altered reality on, that also would have been totally worse and even killed the battery even worse. I had it off during that time period. So they really need to do a better job of finding a way to make this game more viable and lasting longer so that people will want to play longer. Right now, I get the feeling a lot of people only play for a little bit until their phone dies, and that's a major problem. So overall, playing Pokemon Go over our trip to Seattle was a lot of fun. Yeah, there were some road bumps with the game crashing and our battery.
There was some road bumps. I've never heard that word before, but okay.
Over our trip to Seattle was a
There were some
lot
road
of
bumps.
fun. Yeah, there were some road bumps with the game crashing and our batteries dying quite a lot. But at the same time, spending the night
I
watching
think you could say bumps in the road, but you can't say road bumps, can you?
fun shows and anime in the hotel room while we were catching an endless plethora and variety of Pokemon, being able to
Endless
evolve
plethora.
them to all the higher states because we kept catching them so much. I mean, it was just really cool, and it added
Yeah,
to
Phil
the
got both road bumps and skin bumps on this trip.
overall vacation experience that we had. I actually can't wait until the next time we get to step out and do something for a trip and see in another city or another
Spoiler,
area.
that would never
How
happen.
are the Pokemon there? Are there a lot of Pokestops? You know what I mean? It's going to be really cool to see. Is it different in different areas? We've actually heard that different areas of the world have different Pokemon that are considered local or
Well, that means
common.
you'll never get
so
those.
maybe let's say we go to California next year, maybe we'll find all kinds of Pokemon
Hold on a second. Make sure.
in different areas. We've actually heard that different areas of the world have different Pokemon that are considered local or
Okay, different areas of the world. I thought he said countries, Aaron, like you just assumed, but like you assumed. But he says different areas of the world, then names 2 states down.
common. So maybe let's say we go to California next year.
Oh, California, dude. 2 months. That's 2 states down from where he lives now.
Or maybe we'll
Same time zone.
find all kinds of Pokemon that we couldn't catch here at home in Washington State. Pretty neat. So overall, the
Pretty neat.
That's high pitch, pretty neat.
kinds of Pokemon that we couldn't catch here at home in Washington State.
The first time you pulled the 6-star Hogan, like, what'd you think?
Pretty neat.
Oh, cool, okay. That's
So
pretty-
overall, the
so
game
fun.
was a fun experience that added to our trip. We're very much looking forward to playing it in the future, and hopefully you enjoyed this video.
Oh, I tell you right now, I enjoyed the fuck out of this video, dude.
Oh yeah, and now back to me sitting around at home catching nothing for the next year. Oh boy. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed this video.
Thank you, Martin, everyone.
Something a little different. And if you did, please consider giving it a like here on YouTube. In addition, please spread the word about KO Gaming amongst your friends, because
Oh,
word
I
of
will.
mouth is key when it comes to success on YouTube.
Please
Please check out
success on YouTube.
the video description where you can find a link to the playlist of vlogging that I actually did while we were going throughout Seattle. That's
60 videos, average length, 1 minute.
the non-gaming portion of our trip if you are interested, as well as a link to my Loot Crate discount code where you can
Crate.
save
Loot
10%
Crate.
on any new subscription, and of course to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time here on KO Gaming.
KO Gaming.
All right, one more time, just for old time's sake.
There were so many Pidgeys just all over Seattle that I just kept constantly collecting them and evolving them and collecting them and evolving them until they got high enough level that it ended up being my best card.
My best card. My best card. Never forget that, my friends. My best card. All right, here we go. We got to watch this one. Top 10 gaming moments, Secret Limited. Shout outs. Best ever editor in the world, Secret Limited. And number 7 in 2016. Let's listen to what that might be, boys.
All right, everyone, welcome to our Seattle.
Oh, come on.
Shit. Anyone? Fucking hands on you.
All right, everyone, welcome to our Seattle 2016 vacation vlogs.
So you're pretty much doing what
Oh,
you
that's
do
okay. Shout outs.
at home on your off time, watch movies, comb through comments, but you're in a hotel, some vacation.
So you see the cost there, right?
It is kind of true. It is kind of true, though. That's basically what he's doing.
It says there's no device connected. So if I, oh wow. All right, so guess what? We may actually be watching our movies tonight on this television. Wow. I've never seen a TV in my entire life that only had one button. This one has one button.
Current view from the hotel room, cheers, and sociopathic detractor. Wow, that's breathtaking. Couldn't get a view like that back in your home. You
Oh, K Styles. Look who it is. K Styles, 1998.
Hey, sociopathic detractor. The only idiot here is you.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Oh, wow, that's breathtaking.
or sorry, back in your fucking bedroom / living at home, you fucking idiot.
God damn.
The response is, hey, sociopathic detractor, the only idiot here is you. Response from sociopathic detractor, suck my cock, you fucking cunt.
Oh, God.
Actually, why don't...
By the way, I mean, I'm assuming that K Styles was born in 1998. I mean, it's believable, right? So that shows how long he's been following Phil and how old he was.
you go suck Phil and Leanna's cocks and rim their assholes while you're at it? So a very...
Wait. Was this coming left by Heavy Metal Gamer? Did you Heavy Metal Gamer?
Very prickly.
Look at Supras. I'm sure they're going to talk about him. They'll say the same exact fucking thing. Why are you following someone you don't like? Sociopathic detractor. To let him know what a piece of shit he is.
A very prickly man here. Or
Sociopathic detractor is a legend.
woman, we don't know, but pretty funny. That's a very straightforward argument to make. I think that's pretty
There
good.
you go. That was good.
Oh no, born in 1970.
Somebody then
Excuse me.
says, why are you following someone you don't like? He says to let him know what a piece of shit he is.
Right to the point.
Kevin
Just
Styles
tell
is
him.
like light years
There you
older
go.
than me.
Perfect.
And here's your sink. Very basic, very small, on kind of a glass ledge. And there's this long glass ledge along this wall-length mirror in the bathroom.
We don't need to know what you're doing behind the photo, all right? We don't need to know.
Now look how they glow.
Oh yeah, I've seen the film.
Yeah, look how they glow. Now it's incredibly overpacked. People tend to stand in front right here. These are the fish tossers. All right, so that's
As opposed to the salad tossers, we got fish tossers.
the waterfront. We're actually going to walk back to the market for a bit and look around before we head down.
Oh, there was another at K Styles? I'll check it. You're a fucking disgusting pig. Nobody wants to hear or see you think about this. Get a fucking grip on reality, dipshit. K Styles. Wow, why are you so negative towards yourself? Oh!
Now it's incredibly overpacked. People tend to stand in front right here and look around before we head down.
What a boring staycation. Jesus Christ.
That's for sure.
What are they doing? Like,
Watching
God,
Blu-rays.
so boring.
Woo! I love you, Seattle. I got a Growlithe.
A growlithe.
I don't know how the fuck you pronounce it anymore.
I don't know.
So this is their vacation. They're both just tapping away at their phones.
Yep.
Tapping.
That's correct.
My thing is just, this is what they do at home. This vacation is food and video game shit. Pokemon. This is their home time.
Oh, but you see, it's not at their home, so therefore it's okay.
Not to spend this. Oh, you know,
It's all okay in their heads. Their fucking twisted, warped reality.
I shouldn't be throwing shade. If this is what you want to do with your vacation, more power to you.
I don't know what the hell this says. It's
like an hour. They're going to go get lunch. They're going to like a mall or something dumb where they could just like walk around and get fucking Pokemon. Right? I'm sure a lot of their plans center around like, oh, where can we go get fucking Pokemon? Then they go eat a big dinner and have some drinks. Then they go back to the hotel and watch movies on the
or
pool
WB, don't
screen.
forget that.
So, what a fucking staycation. So I did a quick little calculation, and for the 3 nights that he's staying, Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night, he's spending $1,400.
People can do what they want with their lives, with their money, with their vacation, with this. How dare he cry poor on Patreon? Say, I need money to stay afloat, and then flaunt this.
They could have relaxed. They could have stayed around the house, did the same shit they're doing now.
Yeah, driven to it.
Yeah, they could have saved $1,400 by just driving back and forth.
Just the simple fact that he is easily spending probably more with like dinners and tickets and everything like that. He is spending more than $1,200.
Oh, that's even counting in the food. Let's get the food itself is minimum for each person $60, let's say, right? Let's say at these kind of places. I'm saying like minimum 60. Oh, they got drinks too. That guy makes it 100 basically. Add that to that, and we're definitely in 2 racks.
Stay in a hotel, to eat out, to go to all these places at a place that's 30 minutes away from his house is just astronomical. It really is. I don't know if anybody could be that ignorant in their finances.
Dude, this guy, you're an asshole. He's a finance major, okay?
All right, so that's our room. Hope you enjoyed the walkthrough.
Wish you were at home. Classic. I kind of want to see what number 6 is. Hold on. Everyone's fucking lazy. No one's coming out to this. What? We didn't hit 400? What? Big ups, Kevin says, who without kids takes DVDs on vacation? It's like, dude, we watching wrestling and watching anime. We love it, dude. All right, state of DSP address, August 22nd, 2016.
Save up a little bit of money and go on this mini vacation activity of KO game. Like, I'm stuck financially now.
All right, here we go. This is good. This is good. So remember, I'm stuck financially. Remember, this is obviously the state of DSP address is just, guys, I need more money. So listen.
Right? No one just donated 20.
Oh, fuck
I
you.
have to live with.
There we go.
Okay? So people, I don't understand. Only a couple of months were affected. And he says he's going to be doing this for... No, I'm always going to be making less money. And the bottom line is all this money that I had to, loans and credit cards and stuff, I have to pay it off. It doesn't just go away because I put it on there. Now I have to slowly find a way to pay it off. And I'm not massively finding chunks of money, right? No one just donated.
Not finding massive chunks of money. Okay. 1 million view video. That's a good chunk of money. That is a good chunk of money. That was a good chunk of money, actually. And hold on, we have I can't even do the fucking corner demon now. Fuck.
$20,000 so I could pay off a fucking loan. So it's not gonna happen. Okay, you know what I mean? Like I'm stuck financially now. The good news is because of the positivity of KO Gaming,
yes,
I have made a little bit extra than what I was expecting to make. So I actually was able, for example, to save up a little bit of money and go on this mini vacation to Seattle.
Dude, see, that you cannot be serious. That is less than a minute afterwards. I'm stuck financially now. I'm going to be doing this right. I'm always going to be making less money. The bottom line is all this money in the loans and credit card stuff, I pay it off. It doesn't go away because I have to put it on now. I have to slowly find a way to pay it off. And I'm not massively finding chunks of money right now. Okay? 20 seconds later. Now, the good news is I was able to save a little bit of extra what I was expecting to make. So I was actually able to, for example, save up a little bit of money and go on this mini vacation to Seattle. $2,000. That's incredible.
That we just did last month in July. We have not been on a real, and when I say we, it's my girlfriend and I, Leanna. We have not been on a real vacation or actually spent any real significant time together since we moved here. And I know you said, but you live with her. Yeah, but honestly, I mean, I say for a little bit in the morning.
Yeah, but we don't talk.
And then I work all day, right? I see her for dinner, and then I work at night, all night, and I see her for 1 or 2 hours before I go to sleep. We can't go out and do fun stuff, right? It's actually difficult. We get 1 day a week where we go out and do anything together, like go to dinner or whatever. Every other day is just like we're stuck here because I'm working constantly. So because of that, we're like stir crazy. We want to do something fun. We're hoping, fingers crossed, arms crossed, if things keep going well this year like they've been going, that I can save up a little bit of money.
Ooh.
And she can save up a little bit of money because she now has her own job. You know, she not only does she have her own soap business that she owns and operates, which is fucking amazing that she can handle that responsibility. She's also she's doing another job on the side. She got
that's really demeaning. Basically, she can handle a Etsy website.
Amazing that she has her own job. You know, she not only does she have her own soap business that she owns and operates, which is fucking amazing that she can handle that responsibility.
It's so amazing she can handle that responsibility. Oh yeah, she's like the CEO of Apple, dude.
She's also she's doing another job on the side. She's got 2 jobs basically. Between all our income, we're gonna try to save some money. And next year, we really want to go on vacation to somewhere like California, where we can go do a really touristy thing, see the Walk of Fame, go to Universal Studios, maybe Disneyland. You know, something that we haven't been able to do in so effing long because of all the nonsense and stuff going on with YouTube and all of that and all the financial work. We just want that to melt away for a fucking week and be able to have some fun together as a couple. So that's kind of like my long view for plans of money and everything.
So
what I'd like to do is keep plugging away the way that I'm doing now. Hopefully continue to be able to pay my bills, all right? And be able to maybe do something fun and different outside of just doing fucking gaming every single day. Like any reasonable human should expect, right? Every reasonable human gets vacation days and stuff. I don't.
Yeah.
Because I own my own business. It's a lot different. I'd like to be able to do that at some point next year. If it were, we'll have to see. If it happens. Because you know what? Bottom line is, more bullshit could always happen with YouTube or whatever. And then it's all off the table again. All right?
Bottom line is that never happened.
Ladies and gentlemen. Since I moved to the state of Washington in June.
Yeah, spoiler, Leanna would be moved out in less than 12 months.
That's almost 3 years ago now at this point. Okay? I have had a work schedule that has been pretty grueling. All right?
Oh,
basically, I don't get a day off. What happens is I'm here every single day with you guys streaming. Right? Every day.
He's been saying this shit for 6 years.
Now, there's some exceptions. A day where I'm sick or I'm not feeling well, I'll take it off occasionally. Or every once in a while, I will schedule a day off if like, for example, there's a holiday and Leanna and I are going to go celebrate something together or something.
DSP PA's Neo. Every other letter gets uppercase treatment except for that L in plays. It's a nitpick, but still, I got to shout it out here. Every other letter is uppercase except for the L in the second play, so it looks like PAs.
And Leanna and I are going to go celebrate something together or something like that.
I don't get days off except when I get days off.
But for the most part, I'm here every single day.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to be honest with everyone.
Yeah, what is it?
It is... it takes something out of me because the way it used to work... Let me give you an example.
Okay,
all right?
good. I want an example. Oh, sorry.
When I started on YouTube, it was basically full-time, kind of like what it is right now. For the first... Well, let me take that back. When I started on YouTube from 2008 to 2010, I was doing it part-time. I was only making videos a couple hours a day after I got home from work. My 9-to-5 office job that I had, okay? Then...
I can't handle this, sorry.
It is what it is, right?
I reached my limit.
Marty just did a 100-bit cheer and says, make more KO Gaming vids. I'm sorry, Marty, but KO Gaming is completely defunct. First of all, I haven't made a video for it since before the summer. So even
whose fault is that?
If I started making videos for it again, they wouldn't get any views because people probably know the channel's dead.
Yeah, I love this argument. If I make a video for the channel, it won't get any views because people already know it's dead. It's tough to get the logic of that. It's tough to wrap your head around it. But, okay.
So even if I started making videos for it again, they wouldn't get any views because people probably know the channel's dead.
Okay.
But number two, YouTube completely demonetized the channel. Every video I upload to it gets demonetized. And therefore, there's no reason to make videos for it. Sorry, Marty. It's YouTube's fault. I was enjoying doing stuff for the channel until YouTube basically...
Yeah, so this is one thing, Mr. Dr. Inspector Larry. Obviously, we can't get to it today because we got to wrap up in 20 minutes or so. But he keeps talking about this demonetization of KO Gaming. Is there any truth to this at this time? Like he mentions it a few times. I think we're going to hear it here, but I really think that the effort he begun realizing that, holy shit, I don't need to put the effort in these videos because I don't make as much money as I do streaming. So what's the point? But was it really demonetized all the way? He said whenever I put a video up, it gets demonetized. So whenever I put a video up, then it gets demonetized is what he said, right? So I just don't remember that story at all, that part of the story. That deserves more looking into.
Blacklisted it.
It's blacklisted. Yeah.
It's YouTube's fault. I was enjoying doing stuff for the channel until YouTube basically blacklisted it.
It was blacklisted.
It's YouTube's fault.
Yeah. Is any truth to that? It was blacklisted? Oh.
All right. I think we're ready then. Let's just jump right into it.
All right. Thank God. Let's go.
I know that a few people did obviously take advantage. Every day I get people tried to slander me about over the years. Anymore, I've changed for the better in a lot of ways. But then there's people who are just like, well, I don't care how he changes. I just want to punish him for some crazy obscure thing that he did in 2009 or something. You know, there's nothing you can do. You can't please all the people all the
Crazy obscure thing I did in 2009. You know, like the N-word.
time. I know that a few people did obviously take advantage. Every day I get people coming in and saying, man, you know, Phil, I come by and I checked out your stream because after seeing all the negative videos about you, I just wanted to see the truth. And when I watch your stream, it's not true at all. It's ridiculous how people say this stuff.
Yep.
You know.
Those are
oh,
definitely
yeah,
real.
Phil's an e-beggar, but he does a plug segment like everyone at the beginning of every stream. And then he just goes into his gameplay and doesn't even plug anything ever again. So what the hell are people talking about? That's what I mean. But, you know, it's true. It's just, you know, it's slander. And, you know, they do it because they get jollies out of it and they get attention for it. Let's face it, they wouldn't be doing it if they weren't getting attention out of it, right? So like everything.
The person that gives the most attention is you.
Some people I think did take advantage of it. Some people didn't. The bottom line is I don't really bring this shit up. I don't care. You know, I don't care about it. I don't want to hear about negative stuff about me or anything. I just continue on positively with my own stuff and don't give a shit
having fun, dude.
about any of the negative, you know? So
keep having fun.
It is what it is. You know, I still leave it at that if people would just kind of lay off on the stupid negative slanderous shit, you know, I don't care about it and I'm not going to bring it up. But then you've got people who call my high school and ask them, is it true that I was the valedictorian when I graduated?
I believe that was Fred Fox, I think.
And then you got people who have conspiracy theories like, oh, Phil really didn't have his internet out for a day and a half. What he did was he just took that time off to go on a staycation with Kat at a hotel. He paid for a hotel with all the money that he had made over the last month from people like Tutankhamun who were being so nice to him and generous. He blew all that money on a hotel and had a staycation with Kat.
That's what I think happened.
What the fuck are you idiots talking about? They're this crazy. Like, they're actually this nuts that they literally just make this shit up. Out of nothing and nowhere and not a single piece of factual evidence. They just make that shit up and spread it around.
Are we going to get
fact.
escort here?
This conjecture, this defamation and slander, it's nonsense.
Conjecture,
but this is what they do on a daily basis. So, yeah, even though I definitely believe...
Conjecture, defamation, don't give a fuck if I take a staycation. KO Gaming is defunct. It's all YouTube's fault.
All right.
Okay, Rave Comic is here today, and he cheered
Comic?
and says, "Hey Phil, do you?" Stinkin' Burrows did 150-bit cheer.
Burrows,
thank you, Stinkin' Burrows, for the cheer. You're the top cheerer for the day. Let me get you up on the leaderboard here. 150 bits. Thank you.
Leaderboard, dude. Figure it out, person. Ew.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, Rave Comic is here
What do you
today,
got,
and he
Rave Comic?
cheered and says, "Hey Phil, do you?"
We're definitely in the mind-melting part of the broadcast, so we're gonna hear the same tellings of this tale 1,000 times.
Do you think you brought staycations to the mainstream?
Oh hell yeah!
Yes.
Hell yeah!
Before me, no one ever knew what a staycation was. It's just another meme, dude. It's just another stupid fucking meme.
It's awesome.
That my detractors have spun.
I love that
every
meme.
single time that that I'm not streaming or I'm not working on my normal schedule. Phil must have went on a staycation.
Hell yeah!
You are an idiot.
Oh.
Okay. Gungador has cheered.
Oh.
He says, "This game the most disappointing due to the extreme limited amount of combat."
Don't care. Next.
Everyone's a paid shill tweet.
Oh sweet. Debunking 7 years of slander. Big ups. All right, we're gonna debunk the slander that was the staycation.
Okay. Apparently, last year I put out a tweet that said everyone's a paid shill.
Oh, not that. I want to hear that
Friends
too.
until he lost them all. Didn't happen. Wants to hit an 11-year-old girl. Didn't happen. Off of dead. Refused to pay friends for the work they did. Only used to make money, and you only used them to make money and make more off of dead friends until he lost them all. Didn't happen.
True. That happened.
Happen. Wants to hit an 11-year-old girl.
Happened. Absolutely happened. You said you would slap the shit out of them. Exactly. You said you wanted to slap the shit out of them. Let me hear. This one has to be true, right?
Didn't happen.
Oh, didn't happen. Okay. Oh, debunked.
Groomed 2 fangirls and used them for sex and extra money.
All right. Well, no, he didn't. No, hold on. I take umbrage with this one, sir. He did not have any interest in having sex with these women. Okay, so knock that out. Stop that right now. That is slander. He wanted nothing to do with their sexual organs, sir. Please get this nugget of truth out of here. I agree with Phil on this one. This is debunked.
Oh. Didn't happen. But the one that I really didn't say yet.
The one I kind of did do is.
This is the one that gets me the most.
Everyone's more than wanting to slap an 11-year-old, more than grooming 2 women. This is the one that gets him the most. All right, let's hear. What's the one that gets you the most, brother? Let us know.
Paid shill tweet. Okay? Apparently, last year I put out a tweet that said everyone's a paid shill.
Oh, that's much worse.
Yeah, I'll tell you the full story. You guys ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
So, Kat and I had a week where we wanted to do some fun stuff together, but we knew that we couldn't really afford to do much. All right? And
all right, let me go back. I think I skipped
that. Said everyone's a paid shill.
Yes, here we go.
That's not what happened.
Okay.
What happened was
here we go.
I'll be.
This is actually though. This is talking about the staycation with Catherine Burnell, which I think was a really a more of a staycation than the one we saw, but it's still funny, so I don't care.
Yeah, I'll tell you the full story.
Yeah, what is
you guys
it?
ready for this?
I want the full story.
So, Kat and I had a week where we wanted to do some fun stuff together, but we knew that we couldn't really afford to do much. All right, and what we decided to do is called a staycation, where you take some time away from your work to kind of stay at home and do stuff around the house.
Oh, interesting how the story has changed. Remember? He tried to explain what staycation was and defended his take of staycations. So we've retconned staycations. That's a W for the trolls.
All right. And we had some plans of projects we wanted to do around the house. One of the things we wanted to do, I'm revealing this for the first time ever, was go to the Space Needle. We live in a suburb of Seattle.
That's a reveal? All right, guys, I'd like to reveal something now. I've been hesitant to reveal this yet. I was unsure if my family was ready for this. I would like to reveal this now. We plan to visit the Space Needle. I will not be taking any questions at this time. Thank you.
Revealing this for the first, and we had some plans of projects we wanted to do around the house. One of the things we wanted to do, I'm revealing this for the first time ever, was go to the Space Needle. We live in a suburb of Seattle, and we wanted to
don't say outskirts.
Drive in to Seattle for one day and do some touristy things in Seattle and then come home.
Oh.
I didn't disclose any of this to any of you because I was afraid if I did, you'd have assholes trying to fuck with us, try to show up at the Space Needle or do stupid shit. Who knows, right? So this was last year. This was 2018. There was a week when we had all these plans to do all these things together, and it was going to be a fun time.
Yeah, sounds fun, chill. Second best reveal behind Jasper.
It was going to be a really fun time, hopefully. Or at the very least, it was going to be a time when we got to spend time together.
Okay.
What ended up happening was...
What happened?
She got sick.
Oh, no.
All right. So we ended up doing a few things, but she ended up getting sick. The whole week was a disaster. This was supposed to be our week where we spend time together and do fun, meaningful stuff as a new couple living together, you know, because at that point, we'd only lived together for a few months, I think. And it was like, wow, this is going to be amazing. She got sick and we couldn't do anything because she was just awful sick. And here I am feeling fucking miserable. And I'm like, this sucks. We had planned this for a while. I was like, this.
Yeah, that kind of sounds bad, doesn't it? Calling it disaster week when your wife gets sick. You don't call that a disaster week.
Yeah, I know I can't take any more time off of work after this to do anything. So it was just a really terrible time where it's like we're supposed to be spending time. Instead, I'm sitting here with my girlfriend who's miserable as hell, and it sucked. And I was really
it sucked, dude. I couldn't even do pulls. She was puking. I had to hold her hair and stuff. Sucked, dude. Fucking sucked.
Hated. All right. And when this happened, I was contacted by a few fans who were like, Phil, are you aware that people are playing State of Decay 2 a whole week early on Twitch? And, you know, you go to their streams and people are actually tossing them thousands of dollars on these streams.
Oh, I'm sure this wasn't Phil checking out Twitch. Yep. People told him.
Games for them, you know, because basically they're showing off these games early. And I'm like, it really rubbed me the wrong way. All right. And I put out a tweet that was really stupid, that was worded incorrectly, that if you just read it for what it was, it said something that was not what I was meaning to say. All right. What I wanted to say was I 100% disagree with the practice of game publishers and developers putting out video games where they put them out early for special influencers. A person gets a person gets a game a whole week early and gets to play it on Twitch exclusively. Not only are they making money to do it because it's a special sponsored stream, but now their viewers are so happy because they get to see a game early, they throw them thousands of dollars extra. All right? It's bullshit. It's a very bad practice, especially because in particular there was a certain person playing State of Decay 2 early who was told by the company, you may not give your opinion on the game because there's a review embargo until the middle of the week. So in the middle of the week, then you can begin to give your opinions. You could play the game early, but you're not allowed to actually give any criticism of the game while you play it until the middle of the week.
All right, got it, boys. Gout them. Here we go. So here is the tweet. Hope you can see that. Those playing State of Decay 2 a full week early are paid shills. They're walking advertisements, not true gamers, and are doing it solely for a paycheck. I'll be paying for the game and playing it this Friday, just like many of you. And my reactions will be legit as always. And this received massive backlash. 400 responses, and responses from huge people. A lot of blue check marks, and this is when blue check marks meant something. Responses from everybody. This was a bad thing for sure for him. Phil responded in the we might hear it here, so I don't want to spoil too much. But he says that my tweet was abridged. It wasn't fully fleshed out. This was just a snippet of my full thought. This was just a snippet of my full thought. It was a... Come on, man. You can't do that. You can't say what I thought was abridged. You know, you can't do that. Come on. You might say
so
here.
It's a paid advertisement.
Let's see if he says
That's
it
exactly
here.
what it is. You can't criticize the game. It's a paid advertisement.
It was a
all
trailer.
Right? Now, I personally
here we go.
Hate this practice. Hate this practice. I think it's horrible. I think it's this whole influencer idea is ruining the gaming industry because you're getting people who, number one, are spoiling the game weeks early, who, number two, are telling you a game is good or at least showing a game and, like, I'm not allowed to say anything bad, so it makes it look good. So you'll go buy the game when in reality that game is not good. State of Decay 2 was one of the worst games of last year, my opinion. That's my opinion. It was. It was inferior to the first game. It was poorly made. It was full of bugs.
Poorly
it was a piece of garbage. And it was a ripoff, but people probably ran out and bought it based on a few people who got that game early, all right, and played it on Twitch, made a ton of bank on it, for a bad game, and people ran out and bought it based on the hype that they generated, which is unfair. It's
That's not okay.
Not legitimate gameplay. It's a paid advertisement.
It's not legitimate gameplay.
Being a shill. It is being a shill for a company.
It's called being an advertiser. That's how the world works, is advertising money. They get paid money, and they have to disclose they are being paid for that. Is it, shill? You have to say ad. I mean, yeah, maybe they made the game look fun. That's okay. You could say that, but you can't blanket statement every single person on Earth like that. That got the game early.
Okay. Now, later on last year, I was able to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey as a sponsored stream on Twitch. Here's the difference between what
I was able to do it. Yeah, so I fucked with them, and then later last year, I was able to do it.
I did, and
here's the difference. Oh my god, we got to do this. Fucking debug needs its own stream.
Criticized. I was able to be fair with the game. I was told you can criticize the game fairly.
And they were told to. How do you know they weren't told that same fucking thing?
When you're playing it, you can give your opinions on it.
We're done with this. That's a different day. We're done with this, but holy shit, man. Pull it together.
It is what it is. Now, I see some people being completely...
Uh-oh.
You're just going to have to put up with my nose today. My nose is really bad. It's, like I said, it's running. It's congested. More than likely, I'm going to have to blow my nose a lot today. And there's not much I can do about it. Okay. It is what it is. Now, I see some people being completely ridiculous in the stream chat, which I knew they would be. Because whenever I have a day off because I'm sick, the conspiracy theories start.
Here we go, boys.
First thing is...
That's where we come in.
The idiotic morons of the internet. Oh, this is all planned, you see? Phil wanted to take a day off, so this was all planned. And now today, he says he's sick, but he's not. And he's specifically taking this day off. Some people, if you can believe this, guys, they went back a year last year, I took 3 days off from streaming because I took a staycation, meaning I spent 3 days here with Kat, and as I had revealed to
Kat couldn't even get the vacation staycation. She got the real staycation. Big ups, Ira. So most creators are allowed to be critical during a sponsored stream. He just wants freedom from the consequence of being toxic. Oh yeah, and then he does the same exact thing. I was allowed to say whatever they want. How do you know they weren't also allowed to say whatever the fuck they want?
you guys on Saturday's podcast.
Rob, hope you're feeling better today, bro. Seeing the Twitter shit you got yesterday really broke my heart. Hug.
Thanks, Rob. Get help. He brought that upon himself. No one made him tweet his abridged thoughts. Salty thoughts. What was that? Sorry
Basically, it didn't turn out the way I had planned. Like, we had all this stuff planned that we wanted to do, and I ended up she ended up being sick, so it ended up being a pretty crappy 3 days off.
Oh, crappy. Thanks, Kat.
And
Thanks
people
for
are
that immune
actually
system, Kat.
They went back a year on Twitter and said, exactly 1 year ago, you went on a staycation. This is all planned. This is all completely planned, and this is what you were supposed to be doing. You know, oh my God, people are stupid. Seriously, these people are nuts. Like, they're just out of their minds with what they say and do. Like, the bottom line is, I took a week off last month to visit my parents in Connecticut. I can't afford any more time off. I can't. Like, I'm behind on bills. I was overdrafted on my bank account for a week. Then I got my Twitch payment, which then made up for all that overdrafting, and I'm realizing, damn, between, you know, what I'm making now this month for the rest of the month, it's not enough to even cover all my bills. Like, I hope I have enough to cover my mortgage.
That's where you come
on this house, because I'm screwed financially until I get back into the groove of things because of what happened last month with me being off a week. So I can't afford to have time off. Yeah, I took a staycation. You people are fucking idiots.
All right, there we go. You guys are fucking idiots, dude.
From Rob, who took me $10. He says, "Hope you're feeling."
Oh, here's Rob again.
Isn't that I don't know. I've never seen it. So, by the way, I didn't update this with the $5. He says, "Hope you're feeling better today, bro. Seeing the Twitter shit you got yesterday really broke my heart."
Here we go.
The thing is, I really don't even look at it. Like, I know there are a few people with
I don't even look at it.
crazy ass conspiracy theories because they're no life idiots, and they think that because I'm human and I get sick, that somehow this is a fucking crazy conspiracy.
Oh, this must have been different. This must have been a different tweet. Twitter conspiracy.
Yes, Phil planned this. And then they go back a year on my Twitter to say, oh, you see, exactly a year ago he did a staycation, so that must mean he's on a staycation again. All right? Or you're a fucking idiot, one or the other. And I think we know which one was correct.
All right. Too slow.
Yes, Polish Frog, I would say Kat's enjoying her staycation. For a few days, it was like play catch up. Clean the house, we gotta do laundry, things that are annoying that you gotta get caught up on, but we're all caught up on those now. So now she just has time to play again. She was playing Skyrim for a lot of today.
Hell yeah!
While
You
we're
go
out.
off, Queen.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
See if we can do it.
Steal the Eye of the Falmer again.
Yeah,
Do
Polish
your
Frog,
thing.
I would say Kat's enjoying her staycation. For a few days, it was like play catch up.
I want to hear it again.
Say, oh, the Earth is flat, and then you just keep doing it. Eventually you're gonna say, okay, the Earth is flat, or I kind of believe maybe the Earth is flat because you're only.
Oh God, Earth is flat.
There may
shit.
not be any logical or factual substantiation for any of it.
Oh, look at this girl on the right. It's disgusting.
Okay, or it may be like have truths and conspiracy theories that are presented as truths.
Oh,
but in reality, no empirical evidence is being presented of the case that you're being presented with, but because it's called confirmation bias, there sees so much confirmation of this is fact. You see so many people saying this is true.
Oh God. Why'd it go mute? Oh, I muted it.
Well, evidence is being presented of the case that you're being presented with, but because it's called confirmation bias, there sees so much confirmation of this is fact. You see so many people saying this is true that you just believe it. You become part of the clique. You become part of the group. You become part of the cult. You become part of this group mind, this hive mind mentality that this is a truth, even though it's not true. Okay? So that's just one example, all right? Now, again, I'm just saying this in very general terms, the question that I had, that was it. Someone responds to this guy, and he says, I just want you to listen to this, and I want you to think about how this guy's mind works.
Yeah, I
all
wanna hear
right.
this.
Just listen to this. He says, "Well, if we're talking about it as a whole, then that's something I somewhat agree. But if we're talking about DSP, it's 100% legit info, and people have every right calling him out on his bullshit." And the guy just responded, "Uh-huh." Okay, so let's just think about this. Confirmation bias. All right? Everyone's saying something about something that's probably or completely untrue, or at least it's unsubstantiated. But
I don't
so
care.
many people
I'm
say
checking out. It's so too late in the stream now for that.
Yeah.
Oh, baseball. Here we go. I'm in. We're in. We're back, boys.
Any plans for a staycation? No time soon. Oh my God! Why did I swing at that? That was stupid. It was so high.
You were
there was no
talking.
reason to swing at that.
We're talking. Can't baseball and talk.
I can't. I can't take any time off. In fact,
Uh-oh. Can't take any time off, bros.
vacation. There was no reason to swing at that. No, I can't. I can't take any time off. In fact, I got to work as much as I possibly can right now to make ends meet and to have enough money to pay my bills. I don't have any flexible room right now at all.
I don't have any flexible room
to really do anything. I personally, if I had any extra anything, I would get Xbox Series X to help the business. I can't afford it. I can't even afford to think to get it because I have to afford all my bills this month. So.
Oh, look at this. Tip skull, 0 to 150. 3 rewards, uppercase. Nice. 3 rewards, guys. That was must be near the birth of the 3 rewards.
Is what it is. Andre the DJ got... Wow.
Oh, that's a good stream idea. All the stream benefits. Not benefits. Stream rewards. Right? So we could do obviously vest, glasses. Vest, glasses, bubbles, chair spins. Skittles. That'd be pretty hype.
Wow, the tipping started with a $25 tip.
Whoa.
So nice.
So nice.
In addition to Canada Day, today's also Bobby Bonilla Day. Bobby Bonilla
Push-ups,
and MLB
yeah.
wore jersey 25 for a number of teams, such as the Pirates and Mets. He had some solid seasons from 88 to 96. I remember the name. Because again, I used to collect baseball cards, and I had baseball cards with Bobby Bonilla. Absolutely, I remember
cool.
that.
Bobby Bonilla fan. Shout outs.
I think I had his
Nerd
Pirates
shots
card.
count.
Because I used to collect
there's a
Topps
lot.
cards, and then I actually switched over to Upper Deck because Upper Deck was so much better, more higher quality pictures, and the card
cards.
stock was much better. They had a lot of better
Card
information,
expert you're
graphics
talking
and stuff
to.
on their cards.
You thought he just like virtual cards? He's a connoisseur of cards, virtual and physical.
Then I actually switched over to Upper Deck because Upper Deck was so much better, more higher quality pictures, and the card stock was much better. They had a lot of better information and graphics and stuff on their cards. So
Better information and graphics on their cards.
For Bobby Bonilla, thank you so much, Andre the DJ. Let's see here. Yeah. Canada Day was today. A lot of people did fireworks. I heard that. Derek was here earlier and was talking about that. So happy Canada Day to everyone who celebrated it today.
Big up Snood and Derek.
I'm actually wondering why we haven't heard from them about what their next game is, because usually by now we would have heard something, maybe soon. I'm excited. I hope that they do have something up there. He says, I used to think Hamburger Helper was trash as a kid. Looks like some things never change. Oh my God. If you guys watching them on YouTube on demand are like, what are they talking about? Super Blind Man had taken a staycation, and he was telling me he was playing certain games, and he was watching my playthroughs of them, so that's why he was telling me what games he was playing there. And then I was talking about dinner tonight. I made Hamburger Helper.
Oh, this is a great question.
And it's atrociously fucking bad. Even though I made it right, it looked right, like how it was supposed to be. It wasn't like it was runny or dry. I made it right, but my God, it tasted disgusting. It was like
Hamburger Helper sucks too.
The nastiest slop I've ever eaten. So people are, now having sympathy for me. Thank you, Patriarchy, for having mercy on my soul for having eaten that disgusting filth.
Thank you, Patriarchy. Get help. Almost done.
I'm okay with a 6-month delay. Give it time. Bake it longer, right? Polish it. Make it good. Make it so that when it comes out in August, it feels original, fun, and different, and a game that everyone wants to play. In addition to that, all right, there's not a lot of releases that usually come out in August. Saints Row would have been completely destroyed. I'm okay with a 6-month delay.
Okay, whatever.
In August, it feels original, fun, and different, and a game that everyone wants to play. In addition to that,
okay,
all right, there's not a lot of releases that usually come out in August. Usually August is one of the deadest months of the year. It's usually July and August are the deadest release months of the year, because I guess these game companies think that no one buys games in the summer. I don't understand that mentality. A lot of people are home from school.
in the summer. Some people are on vacation.
Yes,
And,
CEO.
you know, staycations are becoming more and more prominent these days, and you stay home and play a great game, right? So why do they think that they can't sell a video game in the summer?
I think that's literally it. 4 more videos.
How many times, right? 2018. In 2018,
Oh, God. I gotta figure out a way around this.
negativity and actually spin it into some positivity for myself.
So quiet.
Which was a good thing, right? Then I would say the next time that someone tried to see what I mean? This has happened to me how many times over the years? How many times, right? 2018. In 2018, okay, Kat had just recently moved in with me. We weren't married yet, but she just recently moved in with me. And we had made plans to do what was called a staycation, where we were going to go to
We're bleeding
Seattle.
into future staycations.
And we were going to spend some time together in Seattle in a hotel. We were going to do various things while we were there.
Oh.
I didn't tell anyone.
Wait. Kat was... They said hotel?
A hotel.
Hold on.
Seattle. And we were going to spend some time together in Seattle in a hotel.
So now... What? It's 2021. Now we're back to staycations being go to the hotel. So we went for the little detour of staycation of going there, coming back, but now we're going to staycation with Kat. Yeah, doing Leanna. He's getting the Leanna treatment. So Kat was this close to getting Leanna treatment. What happened?
We were going to do various things while we were there.
Did she get sick?
I didn't tell anyone what we were doing.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid that at that point, literally the stalking online had gotten so bad, people were taking pictures of me walking through my local mall and posting them on the internet.
Yes.
It was creepy fucking shit that was going on.
Hell yeah.
So I did this staycation where I didn't say what I was going to do, but we actually went to Seattle. And we had all these events planned. We were going to go to the Space Needle. We were going to do this. We were going to do that.
Oh.
And
this is his knowledge of Seattle tourism. We're going to go to the Space Needle, and we were going to do a little of this and a little of that. Man, those plans must have been robust, huh?
Basically, in a nutshell.
Okay, yes,
all
thanks,
right?
nutshell.
In a nutshell, while we were on this trip to Seattle, everything went wrong. Everything. Every plan that we had fell through. You know, Kat was sick while we were there, so it sucked.
Whoa. So now they really went? Am I being crazy here? He said they didn't have fun because they were at home because she was sick, but now they really went. Or did I mishear the debunk stream?
You know, Kat was sick while we were there, so it sucked. We had plans to park a certain place, ended up.
Yeah, so they just went. Oh, okay.
Didn't work out. We had to walk, and our feet were killing us the whole trip. We go to the fucking Space Needle. The Space Needle was under renovations, so we couldn't even do. You see what I'm saying? Like there was a million things going on that just it compounded into the worst case scenario for us. All this time and money that I had planned and invested in doing this nice trip for us, it was basically the trip sucked. It was
time and money invested. You mean booking a hotel, sir? Is that what we're talking about? Is that money invested? They could put it in your IRA, dude. Buying a hotel.
Kind of a waste of time. Okay? So while that was happening, at that time...
What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Okay? So while that was happening...
Hold on. Hold on. We gotta get this. What we grabbed something. Do we pull the lip away? Hold on. Now we're getting the Mamma Mia. Oh, it's starting to come away. There we go. Got it. All right, this is so dumb. All right, we got some sustenance there.
At that time...
Oh, see the harvest.
All right.
Check out the harvest.
There was games basically coming out that week. And people were like, well, Phil, you're not going to be here this week to play these games now. But
I don't want to hear the debunk stream again.
Beautiful. Oh, he's pissed. He's pissed off.
0 chance of that, random poster. 0.0.
Underfang insta-kill. Beautiful. Greg did a $2 tip and says, did I ever get into the Pokemon Go craze? When Pokemon Go was first released, I did play it for several months. I tried doing it in my local area, and I also tried like going to other places like restaurants and things to seeing if there were Poke Centers nearby. And I actually had taken kind of like almost a staycation, although technically I don't live in Seattle. I went to Seattle for a few days, and
so now we're getting the full world. I took a staycation, but technically I don't live there. Okay.
I actually tried Pokemon Go in Seattle as well, and I made a whole video about it.
Yeah,
kind of documenting, going to Seattle and checking it out and seeing if I could make it work.
That's a high video.
Basically, the results were mixed. Oh, whoa! Do you see that? That resource is moving.
I live in the outskirts, Copeside Phil. Outskirts.
The results were very mixed. In some cases, I was able to have a good time, catch Pokemon, and in other cases, it was very, very disappointing. It looked like it should work, and it wouldn't work, and stuff like that. So, like I said, it was basically a mixed bag experience that
mixed
I had.
bag.
Now, I only played it for a few months. I would say I played it probably 3 months. And then after that, I kind of got bored with it because there's really nothing else to do besides just constantly catch Pokemon. That's it. That's the whole game.
Let's see. Did something else happen just about then that led to a new addiction? That's why he let go of Pokemon Go. Because I believe his streak is what? His streak now is 2,198. So let's extrapolate that. So what year would that be? 2,191 days before today would be February 1st, 2018. Okay, there we go.
So I basically kind of gave up on it and never really played it again. And since then, apparently the game still exists and everything, but I mean, that was many years ago. Too.
Oh,
that
never
was
mind. We're counting week. It's fucking bullshit. Counting without counting. What if you count only weekdays? Oh, no, I don't want to count only fucking weekdays. Fuck out of here. Yeah, 2018. There you go. Thank you. January 25th, 2018.
Wow, that was over 5 years ago. That was 2016 when it came out.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's crazy to think that was over 5 years ago, but it was.
Yeah.
You guys know this game is
I've been pulling Hogan's longer than that.
Only on the Switch. That is correct. Is this better than Sword and Shield? Mateo, I'd like to reserve my opinion on that until we play more.
Mateo. Don't get ahead of yourself,
look at
Mateo. Last video.
Can't do anything. When was the last time I had a staycation? Years and years and years ago. I can't afford to have one. I have to be streaming all the time and make money, man. It's just life. Completely screwed.
But now, if anyone that asks us about a staycation now is guaranteed LARP.
Last time I had a staycation years and years and years ago. I can't afford to have one. I have to be streaming all the time and make money, man. It's just life.
That's just life, dude. Figure it out. Figure it out, person. Any other comment?
Oh, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna friggin' win. I'm actually gonna win because he can't hurt me. Look,
hell
the Fury
yeah.
never ran. I was just nonstop berserk. Area.
Oh, here we go.
What's a staycation? Is when you take days off of work, but you stay home or stay in your local area.
He's
do stuff nearby. So like, I would love to have a whole day with my wife just to chill at home, have a relaxing day with her, do stuff around the house. That's what a staycation is.
But it's even when you do it in your local area. Okay, so.
All right.
All right.
One day off is. What do you mean, Gaming Gurus? You get a staycation every week, don't you? How? My one day off is literally half spent running annoying errands and shit I don't want to do, but I have to do because it's the
like buying food.
Only day I have off. Like tomorrow, grocery shopping, pet supplies. I have to run. I think my wife said there's 2 things she wants me to pick up while I'm outside of the grocery store. So I have like half the day I'm out doing nothing I want to do.
Dude, half the day? Get real, man. Usually me and Chu go shopping together. But if I don't want to do, if for some reason I have to do it myself, I am in and out of there so fast. And I'm not even there if I have to go in. Because usually I order ahead. and just pick it the fuck up. So it takes me 3 minutes.
And then finally, when all that shit's done, which takes most of the first daylight hours,
it takes more first of the whole.
to relax with my wife, have one meal with my wife, and then
one DoorDash, you mean?
Finally, just kind of sit back a little bit. It takes all day though. Like that's not a staycation. That's not
You said half the day. Now it takes all day?
the point.
Ah, okay. Really cool, dude. Really cool. All right, but anyway, last wrap up here, which is kind of a mini field trip. But anyway, so someone talks about how like, the worst decision maker on earth probably. So someone's talking about what's going on with the creative series, right? So like, you know, KO Gaming's not doing shit. What's going on, right? What's going on with that? You got to make it. It was really cool. You had a lot of views. What happened? So Phil responds to this in a big way, obviously. And so I'm just going to read the second paragraph because now he's already in full cry mode of, I'm in a situation I have to work as much as I can, have to make as much money as I can. If there were flexibility here, then great. I'd still take the time to do creative series, which really just boils down to edited videos and the like. I don't understand this criticism. Creative series really just boils down to edited videos. Yeah, I mean, okay. Anyways, that's what I was doing for all of 2016 early this year until ad revenue completely broke down on YouTube. Then the shit hit the fan. And just recently, I found myself flying solo again, meaning no supportive income whatsoever. Oh. Leanna, come back! Come back, Leanna, come back! I need your supporting income! Give me your supporting income! I have nobody to lean on to pay my bills. So I absolutely have to make as much money as I possibly can to keep everything afloat. And that means not spending 3 or 4 more hours working on a single edited video that will get 3,000 to 10,000 total views and probably make me $10 or less for my efforts. If any of you would consider working 4 hours for $10, please by all means step up to the plate. So this is extremism, DSP's classic extremism. You had videos that made way more than that, right? But what did you choose to do when you had the massive success that was, I got to search DSP throwback now. DSR throwback and a DSP throwback. Come on. When you had the massive success, 1 million view video you had, brother. What did you do when you had that success? You took a fucking staycation and took months off of making videos. And you know what that does? That means that YouTube doesn't like you as much as they once did. So don't ever pretend that this YouTube just dried up like it's some random thing that happened, right? Where's the Battlefront? Here we go. So where's Battlefront? What's it called? Worst game ever? Most hated game? I forget what the fuck it's called. Worst. I don't give a shit about random shit. It had to be before here. So Homefront, Battleground. Homefront. So Homefront came out in, let's check the day, so just to be clear.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darkside
2018, May 18th, right? So that is, holy shit, 1 million views, dude. Next video, right after that, comes out.
What's going on, everybody?
May 19th, feeling hot, riding the wave, dude, feeling it. Okay, we're still riding good, you know. We're doing our work, riding that wave of positivity. So what's next? Fallout 4.
What's going on, everyone?
May 23rd. We're kicking it up a notch, dude. We're really working hard. Okay? But let's keep going.
What is up, everyone? Phil here
May 25th. We're still on fire. Every video getting, let's see, 1 million, 40,000, 17,000, 32,000. Overwatch gameplay tips, 24,000. And then we made a special video for those. Welcome to all those new to KO Gaming because the positivity was just too hot right now, right? Too hot.
What's going on, everyone? Phil here for KO Gaming. You might have noticed recently, things look a little different around.
Oh, God, that was so creative. Things look a little different around here. Anyways, The point of this is, as soon as things started drying, look, 103,000 views.
What is going on, everyone? Phil here for KO Gaming. And
June 2011, 2016. 100,000 views, 47, 20, 30, 30. It is a good channel, right? But, as you can see, right when the staycation happened, right around that time, right? Things took a little bit of a dip, okay? A little bit of a dip. He was making money, dude. For real making money, okay? And then, though, you know, then he 122,000 views on No Man's Sky.
What's going on, everyone? Phil here.
2016. Cannot complain about the views on that. Then 12, then 7, then 9, then 10, 58, 7, 13, 9. You see what happened. The views started drying up, and then he said the views started drying up just a little bit, right? Not crazy. Just not the overwhelming 100,000 views he was getting. And that's the real reason that KO Gaming failed, is that, not to mention he took the week off and all that shit. And spent the money for that. You spent the money for the fucking staycation and shit. But his uploading kind of slowed down. And he'd love to get 10,000 views now, absolutely. But let's listen to this. It's not like I didn't try, okay? I had a major push in 2016 to edit style content. It didn't work. Just as I thought all along. I was right all along, guys. You guys are fucking assholes. The only videos that got popular were the incredibly negative ones because YouTube's audience has changed to a generally immature, negative, drama-seeking one, rather than intelligent, mature viewers looking for knowledgeable content. Because he thinks like the Pokemon Go was knowledgeable, dudes. Those people go direct to a small few sources. You know, the bigger YouTubers who people go for that stuff. Anybody else has been left in the dust. Unless I want to turn KO Gaming into a slam every game under the sun channel, it wasn't getting attention on anything else. And that's why it died out. Most games in the latter half of 2016 were good. I had nothing negative to say, and people stopped watching. Well, you can come to the conclusions you want. You know, that is there something to that? Did it take only negative views? Only his negative videos got views? I mean, maybe there's something to that, but I can promise you that he just gave up. It was a quick give up is the most generous way I can say it. It was a quick fucking give up, you know? As soon as adversity hits, get the fuck out, you know? I'm done. YouTube blacklisted me, dude. And that's the very DSP part of that, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, we've had a fun time today. I can say that. I've had fun today. Hell, I had a lot of fun. This video changed the world, I think. And I'm going to play that on that being said today, so don't worry. But thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. Next week, maybe we'll do statues, or maybe I kind of like that idea of the stream rewards episode. That could be fun. But today, that being said, at 3:30, and then I'm going to be on Detractor Beam again tonight. So, Jesus Christ, too much Rambo today. Gouty Ant, yes, Chody Tank. Gouty Ant was second on the poll, so yeah, I could do that too. So we'll see. But you're all fucking legends. We'll see ya. That being said, Tractor Beam, and then Saturday, Atlas the Bookkeeper in the house for Monkey Spank Monologues. You're all fucking legends. Don't forget it. See you later, guys.